Welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus. This is Will, but you may know me as Glyph Kazadi. This Dungeons & Dragons podcast may contain fantasy violence, language, and adult themes. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. As it were, now, as we move forward, if you could please not provide food or drink to Pothole, no matter what he writes on the glass. Thank you.
I'm sorry you took it that way. Tell your sex tape. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, am your DM, Calvin Piper, and these guys play D&D with me. The question of the night, guys, as we introduce ourselves, what is your dream sponsorship for the Wild Magic School Bus? I'll go ahead and go first. I would like Greyhound to sponsor us. Yes, that's right. The transportation company, Greyhound, so that they will just sponsor us a bus that we can then turn into a literal Wild Magic School Bus. So, Greyhound, it's on you now. I know that you're looking for those sponsorships, so let's make it happen.
He made money noises with his hands.
Yes, I did.
My name is Michelle. I play Kenneth Quinn, the Human Ranger. Can I say Ranger?
We're off that bit. We're off that bit.
Okay.
Cowboy.
My ideal sponsor would be Aldi, whose slogan I just found out is "Better for You Brands."
Better for you, brands.
It's not specific.
Is there a comma there somewhere?
Yeah, what's the punctuation
Better
look like?
For your
It's
brands.
better dash for dash you dash space brands.
Better for you.
Okay.
Better for
Better
you.
for you.
Better for
brands.
brands.
Better for you.
Better for you
Brands.
brands.
Better for you, brands.
Hello guys, my name is Preston, and I really enjoy a good tall pint of Guinness. Is Guinness?
That's a beer.
Guinness beer, drinking beer. Love that shit. Let's go. My name's Preston. I think. I play Asmore, not Warlock. It's so ingrained into me. Sorcerer, level 8. Beer.
Have you been drinking?
No. Yes. I wish I have.
Coolers.
I was going to say Natty Light for all the college kids out there that are probably
All of our
in
college kid fans.
broke in playing D&D.
That's true.
That is true.
I'm Matt. I play TBD, the Gem Draconian Fighter level 8. And my dream sponsorship would be Raid the Bug Killer stuff. We may or may not be recording this in the Midwest, and there's a lot of bugs here.
There is.
Yeah, because winter can't decide if it's going to come or go.
Winter is coming eventually.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Drew. I play Zeph, the Draconian Druid. I would really like for our sponsor to be Disney, because I mean they just do magic. What shit? I said magic.
No, it's okay. You still can. We're fine.
Okay, can I say Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, we're fine.
Taverns and wyverns.
But honestly, like
Not until we actually have the OGL come out will we deal with that.
So, what Disney did with Star Wars, what Disney did with Marvel, imagine
Absolutely
if Disney
crush
did
it.
that with D&D.
I would cry.
I would do something else that is not.
Apparently
crime.
You would go postal.
Apparently Paramount is trying to do a live action D&D TV
Yeah,
show.
and I posted a great idea for a
did.
character.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, were you drunk? Because text was barely readable.
Shut up. I'll read it right now, and we can prove how readable it was.
It'll probably help if you use, if we can hear your intonation, because, the grammar was jacked.
John Malkovich, as the artificer that never has the patience to explain to the simple-minded barbarian how his gizmos work, please. Meaning, I would like that, please. That character would be fun.
Oh.
Do I have to live with you?
Who's
Hashtag boomer. Sorry.
Yes, hi, I'm Will. I play Glyph Kazidi, the male lizard folk artificer level 8. And I'm going to shoehorn something. I would like Reese's to be a sponsor.
I almost said that
because
over there.
not just because of that. No, I'm playing 3D
Because
chess.
of what?
Because the voice of Reese's is Will Arnett.
Is it?
And if so facto, pull a couple strings, Will Arnett is now doing the cold opens of the Wild Magic School Bus.
Whoa.
That would be kind of cool.
Okay.
Actually, or we get him in for a session or two.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh my god.
I'd probably throw myself off the balcony with joy. I can't do that.
Some celebrities are so thirsty to hear people talk about them. What if we just start talking about celebrities? Every different one, and one day we're gonna get the right one, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I listen to you guys
They
now."
will never.
Huh?
I said if we list them all off right
All right,
now,
I love Cher. Cher is
Not allowed
really
to talk
cool.
about celebrities here anymore.
Are you not?
No.
Oh, they die, right?
Yeah.
That's
You predicted
That's
2
the Star
so far?
Killer.
Wait, is it
Yeah.
2? That's a tough track record.
Wait, wasn't that just a direct ripoff of a slightly smaller thing that did the exact same thing?
Most likely, all of my humor is just like referencing your good humor.
Boomer. I was talking about Death Star versus Star Killer base. No offense, Disney. You guys are great.
Wow,
creative.
that was so far back.
Boomer.
Like I had gone over that. I'm sorry, I thought you were better than that.
Also,
I
Star
didn't
Killer
think
is
you would
like
bring
the
that.
code name of the Secret Sith in the Force Unleashed video games, which was a
love
far
that.
better, far better thing.
Yeah, he took a Star Destroyer out the
Also, I think the Winter Soldier was a Star Killer. No, he was a Stark Killer. Shit, Matt, your turn.
Oh, I got it.
I'm Matty B, and I play Fulgrin, the
Actually, yeah,
Dwarven Paladin. And honestly, I don't really know. I'm gonna show my colors here a little bit, and I'm probably just gonna say NASCAR, just because I would love to see a
That's
picture
awesome.
of Calvin on the front of a hood of a NASCAR with like thumbs up and his glorious beard.
Calvin's butt on a bumper of a NASCAR.
Can you imagine one of those stock cars in the livery of the Wild Magic School Bus? Like it looks like the Wild Magic School
It
Bus.
would be kind of cool.
Oh, we've got pothole on the front
But
windshield.
doesn't that mean we're sponsoring the stock car?
No. Don't think about it too much.
Yeah, no. In
Earnhardt
Matt's world, it's
forever.
costing us $500,000.
We're so popular that
There will
NASCAR
be
is paying us to
another
be
like
on a
3.
vehicle.
There you go.
Never.
We're so popular, they just give us a free.
Or maybe they put us on the pace car.
That's why we need the other sponsors.
Oh, it is a
Yeah,
Wild Magic
You know
School
what?
Bus as the pace car.
I would settle for a lug nut. I would. It's just a
Been
Wild
there.
Magic School Bus.
You know there's some fetishist out there who has like telephoto pictures of the lug nuts of those cars that will be like, oh my god, I'll listen to you every week.
Yeah.
I saw you on Earnhardt's car.
Is
Oh,
that a demographic we want to be?
we don't care. who
You know
it
what?
I mean,
we'll
if
find
there
the good
that I
ones and
had
that's
to
your
look
crap.
out,
We'll
so
find
No,
the
no,
good
no.
ones.
So counterpoint.
at my house.
If there's a demographic that needs to have like their mind expanded,
What do we get?
it's not
spent on
NBA
my,
fans.
Wait, what's that? What's that place? What is the guys you watch, like the wrestling guys?
AEW, bro.
AEW. Let's get sponsored by them.
The acclaimed have arrived.
Yeah.
Scissor me, Matty ass.
Oh my gosh!
Oh!
Listen to.
I wish I got a picture of
I'm
that.
not Matty B anymore.
So
I'm
many,
Matty ass.
guys, check this out. So many dreams can come true if we form our own wrestling team. Join AEW.
Nail it, yep.
AEW. And we craft our next campaign after the characters that we play in the AEW.
I say, how did we?
Then everyone's listening to it because they got to hear what's happening between the fights. Our combats will actually be in the ring.
Tony Khan, book it. I mean, he's not
That is
busy.
the best
you know,
crossover ever.
It's up there.
That's a pretty good one.
It's up there.
All right, well, let's go ahead and hear word
I
from our
don't think we-
sponsors.
oh, I
Calvin's not sold. Calvin's not sold.
and W.
Calvin's.
Let's hear word from our sponsors as we
is
jump into episode
100%
53 of the Godscar Chronicle. So the last time we were here, the United Indifference had returned from speaking to an ancient being, speaking to a family monster hunter, and realizing that teamwork could make the dream work, and find themselves on a new journey, a path being set before them to understand more of this giftedness that has been bestowed upon some of the family, the party members. They were instructed that in order to uncover the answers they seek, they needed to start looking. And with the guidance of Nineveh and the Commonwealth at their back, the United Indifference was told to go and search for these answers in ancient ruins. One in particular, which was a bit of a journey away, known as the Fallen Fathers, a place where an ancient race used to reside, but now lies in ruin. So United Indifference packed their bags, said their goodbyes, and made their way through the continent of Kra-Kodar towards the Fallen Fathers. Along the way, they did run into some poor, helpless passerbys who beseeched them for help and quickly turned on them and turned out to be a abandoned ambush. But it was no match for the party as they quickly brought them low, along with the help of a temporary ally, Oromir, who returned for but a moment and imparting to the party that he was currently working for their patron, Galen Tolliver, and left them with a notice that things were starting to get a little tricky in the Brasslands, a place that they have not traversed in quite some time. But that's on the back burner, because now the journey continues, and the United Indifference is heading towards the ancient city of the Fallen Fathers. So, as you guys are along this journey, I believe they said it was maybe a 5-ish day journey. They weren't quite sure. And you guys don't really have directions or a map that point this place out specifically on a map. So it's going to be an interesting journey to get there, and you still have a few days ahead of you. So
It'll be pretty simple. Heart song.
Fair enough.
Yep, I forgot about the heart song. Yeah, with that, you guys are there in a day. Heart song beats everything, dude.
You have to spend your inspiration for that to have worked, though.
No, not worth it. Guys,
Okay,
we gotta
that's
go a
fair.
long way.
All right, so let's go ahead and do what we do best, which is roll
we
a...
can't really do that on this podcast.
That's true. Let's go ahead and roll a... let's roll a survival check for some. Actually, no, we're just going to roll on the encounter table for the journey table. So let's go ahead and roll. I need a D10 from one of you guys.
I want Yang
I
to
could have flashed you with my
Not
genius.
good at survival.
I know. No, you're not.
This is just a D10 roll.
It's a
straight
random
D10 roll.
encounter thing.
Why you want
You know, I would actually kill... Well, not really, not kill. I'd love it if we could find someone with a flat tire that actually just has a flat tire.
What's higher?
Exactly.
Well, their goofiness is our gain, because you've been mending it all this time, right?
We have a spare now.
Yeah, we got a wagon.
No, a spare tire. The wagon was destroyed.
I thought that's what you're doing this
No, that
whole
is true.
time.
You did say that we spent a day with me mending the entire wagon. 12 inches at a time, I think.
Yeah.
12 inches at a time. Not the title of anyone's sex tape.
You really shouldn't. That's not healthy.
All right, so Matt, please go ahead and roll a D10. You rolled a 7. All right.
Perfect weather?
Safe to assume we long rest?
I'm going to go ahead and roll.
Yeah, we definitely long rested if it's just a couple days later.
Okay.
Went to sleep.
4. So you guys head out. This is day 2 or 3, I believe, of your travels. And you encounter a early morning fog that kind of settles in the forest and seems to hang for longer than it should for half the day. Actually, you guys find yourselves with a much slower progress as you were having to pick through a well-worn road, to be sure, but at times a road that seems to kind of fade into the forest every once in a while. It does impede your travel for that day. Yeah.
Does anyone want any simple weapons or a component pouch? I think you could use the component pouch.
Yeah, man, I'll take that.
All right. Just get a component pouch.
All right. Yeah, when I got time, I'll go through it.
Are these what you took off the marauders?
Yes, and I have 152
Glyph,
gold
can you
split.
roll do a D10 again? Go and roll a D10 for me.
10.
10. You gain 100 gold's worth of components, so if you have to cast a spell that requires a
That's
gold's
big.
worth, you can use those components. You can use that component pouch to use it instead.
You want me to add this to the party fund? Do we have a party fund track?
Yeah, you can just add it to the party fund.
Do you have it?
Yeah, all mine are just verbal and somatic. And
I assume being an artificer you do, but if anybody has a spell that is basically for anybody's purpose, obviously you have some spells that require gold values. If he found enough components to rectify about 100 gold's worth of that, so
it's in my notes.
Oh, is that 152 gold to it?
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So that is that is the next day. The fog does dissipate towards the evening as the weather, as it is almost kind of an autumn season right now. As you guys are traveling further and further, I believe it is a southeastern direction. The weather is beginning to warm. And not in like a humid way, more like a dry, arid way.
Nice.
The under canopy of the forest begins to thin, where it was mostly trees and small shrubs and stuff that kind of blocked most of your view, except for the main paths. It's beginning to thin now to where it's a larger kind of grass field, still covered by massive trees that cover most of the canopy, but it is beginning to thin out as you guys continue in this southeasterly direction.
So, Kenneth, like, thinking about, like, her book and everything, would she be able to maybe, like, go through there and, like, match terrain with creatures maybe from that geography?
Ooh.
So, like, we might know, like,
make
what's coming for
a
us?
nature survival. I'll let you pick.
That's certified ranger moment.
Okay. Trying.
Can we say ranger?
Survival for sure. What are we looking at here?
A lot?
Yeah, that's a 19 plus
Sheesh.
7, so
Don't even need
26.
one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's the
Kind of
next encounter.
looking into this place in this area, you begin to understand that the air here being dry and hot is kind of lending into more of a savanna or like almost like a deserty kind of feel to it. You're leaving the forests and the water sources behind. According to the maps, there is an ocean out this way, but you kind of get the feeling that you are going to encounter less forest and more of a kind of grasslands or desert environment the further you go. But yeah, I mean, you know of creatures that live in these areas, and you're aware of kind of like the vegetation kind of slowly giving way to that. But beyond that's kind of your best guess. So.
Does anyone have any good idea of where this place is we're going? I mean, my heart song's doing a really good job of directing this, but...
I'm gonna cast Heart Song.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a survival check, right?
It's a heart song check.
It's a Heart Song check.
Right, but
He
that's...
has advantage.
I do. That's 20.
Let's go.
There is... You feel such a closeness to the three Draconians in this time. Something about them, just almost as if you can finish each other's...
Sandwiches,
yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, you definitely feel a bond that you hadn't quite thought of before, as long as you open your heart to it. Which is weird, because Lucius has never considered himself somebody who had a heart to open. But here you are.
My heart used to beat very slowly.
He looks over and all of us are just staring right in his eyes.
He just cries and gets him into a group hug.
As you start to walk over to us, I kind of just reach into my pouch and I'm not pulling out a gun. It's not, and I'll give you one of the brooches of the Draconian Ordinance.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Actually?
Yep. Congratulations, mate.
Oh, what the hell? Okay, whoa! I'm not used to being a part of something. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Now, if you spend one night attuning to that,
Nothing changes,
nothing
but you feel
changes
good.
at all.
But you feel good.
You'll be a little tired the next morning.
Yeah, you probably should get a full night's sleep.
Yeah, you'll probably take a little bit of exhaustion.
On second thought, maybe just put it on your chest and
Yeah, that was
be
more
happy.
of a warning.
Yeah,
Like,
actually. Yeah.
Don't do... I know you'd want to do that, don't.
Yeah. Now that you're one of us, we've actually got to look after you. And I kind of just like glance over at Kenneth and Thulgrin. Like,
You know what? Kenneth is a little jealous and hurt.
Oh,
Oh shit!
they all make
kind
eye
of like-
contact
Yeah.
with Kenneth.
Like,
And
Yeah,
Zeph reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out another one and hands it to Kenneth.
damn it, I'll mark the second one.
Same warning to you.
right.
Don't
Ew.
stay up all night trying to attack.
Can I put it on my bandana? Can I put it on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Little dust kerchief. I'll stick
Oh,
it in
yeah.
Yep. I'll go up to Thulgrin and I'll put it, the last one I have in my hand, and give him the old Pentecostal handshake. And I say, hey, you should definitely get plenty of rest every night. You look really bad. And you also have a brooch of the Draconian Ordinance, and I can get them out of my inventory.
Now they're your problem.
They do nothing,
I
but
don't
they
know
make
if
you feel like
remember,
you're part
but
of the
I
group.
actually don't need any rest. Which might be partially why I look this haggard.
Hey, Zeph. Try and give your advice to this guy.
So, don't or do? Do.
Yep.
Stay up all night
Yep.
trying to attune to this.
He's the one person
And we'll
that
see
can
if it
attune
does
to it.
anything. What if he's the one?
Wakes up
We've
tomorrow and
been
he's
told.
alive then.
We've been... Do it.
Don't sleep.
Alright, I
But
don't
sleep,
get
but
tired.
Look, no,
that
but
should be
you've got to
pretty
look at
easy.
this and think loving thoughts toward it all night.
Heart song. Boom. Over. Heart song.
Alright, I could do that.
I don't think he's going to do it.
I can't wait to see what happens.
I mean, I'm gonna try. It's not like
We can
are
take
there,
roll
are there
hearts on check right
directions?
now.
Like, do I just stare at it and say, I love you, I love you?
if that's what's
I
on your
love you.
heart.
I mean, kids, what's on your heart song, mate?
This doesn't come with any instructions.
Exactly.
Yeah, when does the
It
heart
did, but well,
song... Well, yeah,
All right,
pretty
I mean, I will give it my best shot.
so. Well, go ahead. Why don't you test your heart song right now and see if you can figure out the way to get to the city. You know,
Yeah,
the
back where I
Fallen
come
City.
from, they say every heart has a holler, so.
Every heart has a holler.
I get,
Is that from My
I
Little
get
Pony?
that, but you're not exactly
like it.
telling me how I'm supposed to go about doing this.
how many times must we say follow your heart song?
Bingo. It's what led us to you, what led us to saving you, what led us to accidentally turning you into a zombie and saving you as a zombie. It's all heart song, baby.
You just do it. There's no really explaining it.
So I just stand here and hold it.
I mean,
You're
not in front of
you're
the-
already thinking too much about it. You're already going about it the wrong way. Just let it.
Yeah, get out your head a little bit and just feel.
Just
Tell you
feel.
what, actually,
Well, you're all staring at me.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like I need some space. Give me a little bit of
Hold
a
on.
room.
I've got to
to try
put
to figure
a
this
roach
out.
of the Draconian Ordinance back
I
in
go
my
over to him and I
pouch.
give him guidance. You got this. You're good.
So I guess I'll go like walk
Make a
off
heart
a little
song
ways just to try to make a art song check and see if I can figure it out.
Make a heart song check.
I'm going to make a legit
survival.
survival check to see if I can figure
And a
anything
D4.
out.
D4 from Lucius. I'm suppressed.
Oh,
That's a D8.
the
Cut it in half.
pyramid.
No, it was wrong.
Pyramid, yeah. Do you
Alright,
got
so-
pyramids over there?
While he's been distracted, Zeph and I are going to try and work together to pull together our knowledge on
Geography, we know everything.
geography, topography, probably talking to Kenneth about local flora, fauna, trying to get some sort of sense of direction.
12.
Christian and history.
You
History might help too.
you sit for a moment and like think about it, about like what the heck a heart song is, and you feel like for just a moment, you feel like you hear something, but you're not quite sure. Maybe you made it up. It's weird. It's a weird thing that they're doing.
Oh, hey, while you're doing this, if you, I don't know, have, like, hear something or see something, you could explain it away. Or you could believe in it. I'll
Just
tell you what, it will do you no harm to explain it away. But it might bring you great understanding if you lean into it.
Lucius raises his hand.
yes.
So,
To be honest with you, I mean, I want to feel it. I kind of had a little bit of FOMO with everybody else feeling it, and I'm just sitting here kind of kicking the dirt.
well, I'm reading this more as like less of like joining like a cult because it really kind of sounds like it right now.
Oh, it's
But,
not
like
like cult like about it.
no, but like
I
no,
wouldn't
it's-
say cult. I'm just figuring. I don't know. You guys are kind of my clan, so I just kind of want to be closer to you.
Yeah.
I guess.
Hey, your heart will find its holler. Fret not.
no.
Yeah, that's actually not
all
the
these
slogan,
hearts
but it makes
are
sense too.
hollering for
That's
you.
what, hey, You'll get there, bud.
Like, tell you what, at some point tonight, while you're
accent?
focusing on your heart song, I'll have Pothole come up behind you, and he'll make the sound of a babbling brook, and that'll help you visualize.
Does he do that?
He does do that, yeah.
Or pee, one of the two, but
But if you're zombified, you don't really...
Do you pee? Do you have zombie pee?
I don't know. Do I pee?
Or does he have massive kidney
I'm just
stones
gonna-
dam the whole thing up until he can de-zombie?
Knowing my luck, that would be it.
Oh my god.
Heads up, guys! Thorgrim's full of piss and vinegar again.
No!
I'm a dwarf. That just comes naturally.
That's true.
That is fair. That is fair.
So, do you like dwarf children? We're talking
Can't
about
say that anymore.
Do dwarf children like when they come out the womb? Is alcohol like part of their diet, like, or is that just like a stereotype?
I mean, we typically like to at least wait a little bit
Alcohol's
of time.
part of the
We're not
amniotic
trying to
fluid.
feed them pipes right out the womb.
So, like, do they drink? Do the mothers drink while with
all
child?
dwarves have fetal alcohol syndrome. Is that what-
Yeah, I mean,
Lord,
we don't necessarily like to talk about it, but yeah, they you know,
So, like, is it like a thing
a
that?
pint keeps the doctor away, is what they say.
You know what? Everything in moderation.
So,
you
like,
know?
Lucius looks through like the medical notebook he grew up with, and he switches to the page with fetal alcohol syndrome. He's like, okay, yeah, he's gonna close it.
Just write theoretical over that.
I mean, there are several cultures that they drink beer all the time. It's not like super alcoholic beer. It's, you know,
just fills up
you can
space.
have like other types of
Oh,
beer.
is that what we're saying about dwarves now? You're gonna just
Now-
they live off
no, no,
of
no.
Red's apple
No, no, no.
ale
You
and
make it sound like they're
Michelob
making like a birthing brew.
Well, I mean,
birthing brew,
Sounds magical.
Placentas,
I mean,
guys.
Less alcohol content.
the placental pale ale.
listen,
Can you ferment placental?
I'm
probably.
sure you can.
It does wonders for your skin,
Okay.
Rob.
Calvin, we're trying to make this check, and every time we don't, we get further derailed.
yeah, apparently.
Straight
What is the
burn.
check you're making? Let's go
Survival.
back to that.
Drew
For
is
what?
making a survival check using
survival
the benefit of my intelligence, his ability, like his history knowledge, to try and come up to a collective hive mind
Triangulate.
to figure something out.
It's not super great.
Figure what
You got
out?
advantage on
Like
that.
where we are.
Where we're going.
Oh, yeah, make a survival check.
Advantage
Can
on
I
that, right?
assist
of
as
the
well?
Just one.
I mean,
Or
if someone is
advantage.
assisting him, you can have
I think we're
advantage.
all-
You're becoming a hive
Then,
mind.
yeah, you can do an advantage.
Individual.
Flash your genius, add 5 to that sucker.
Ooh, you're so smart, bro.
Yeah, you know, no big deal.
31.
What? How?
Flash of genius.
Plus 5.
It was a 17 plus 8 plus 5.
Holy crap.
That's 30.
We're there. Oh, is it? Sorry.
Flash your genius, 31.
Close enough.
yeah, wait. Yo, you flash of genius,
You know
Zeph,
what?
not
That-
Drew.
That
yeah,
flash
sure.
was so bright, he thought, he was like, for sure, this is the best thought I've ever had.
It's like that episode
Lord.
of Always Sunny where Charlie thinks he's smart.
Yeah, so with,
You're there.
With that, with a 31, you can definitely get your bearings.
30.
With a 30.
Oh, whew.
Still. Oh, God, 30?
Oh, wait.
Never mind. Yeah, you're completely
DC was
lost.
31.
Oh!
With a
Nice.
30, you have a pretty good idea of where you are on the map. The problem is not where you are. The problem is where the Fallen Fathers is. There is no recent... basically, Terminal Mall maps didn't update recently. You're still on the old version. Basically, there's a general idea of where it is, but the location itself is... for all intents and purposes, hidden.
What if a polymorph
Is there
is someone
something-
who knows where it is?
Is there,
Oh, yeah, that's
Why
fine.
don't you polymorph
Is
into
there
a bird
something in,
and
like-
just do a little scouting?
the lore that might
Okay.
that kind of I feel like when it comes to things like this, there might be some sort of like lore or story
sure.
of sort that might have us looking for a specific land
That's actually-
mark or something maybe.
There is definitely legends of the Fallen Fathers and the city, the ancient city. All that is known was kind of briefed to you guys by Nineveh, which is why he sent you in this direction. It's going to be up to you guys to pinpoint however you want to do that. I mean, you can definitely make checks, but it's going to end up being like... I mean, there might be some, like, you have to, like, look around. You're going to have to, like... And you haven't found anything yet. Obviously, you've done some pretty darn good checks right now. And so nothing has presented itself, so you're pretty confident you're not there yet.
Guys,
But...
I'm gonna just turn into a giant vulture for the next 4 hours and scout ahead.
4
I was
hours?
gonna say, can you maybe go up higher and get a glimpse of the land at least
Do you
a little
wanna- do
bit
you
and see
want
if
a
maybe
guide?
something picks out?
Yeah. Now come back, describe it to
Do
you,
we have
and
any
then you
buffs?
tell
You
me.
polymorphing or wild shape?
Would there?
Into a what?
Are you polymorphing or wild,
Wild
shape?
shape.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, you're polymorphing.
No.
But I mean, you're Drew, you wild shape. All right, so you're gonna wild shape into a giant vulture?
I'm gonna burn a spell slot and polymorph now that you suggested it. No.
No, it's wild shape is much better because
Yeah,
you
no, I know.
keep all of your stuff. Like
Yeah.
you can now roll your
It's a
stuff
fourth
versus
level spell
a.
slot.
In my extensive delving history,
Mm-hmm.
might I have potentially come across something that might have been give us a little bit more of a direction?
That's actually
No.
good. That's actually a good point.
No.
'Cause, like, what I-
Delvers know of the Fallen Fathers, but again, nobody's. To your knowledge, nobody's been able to find it.
Could Lucius on one of these nights?
But again, you and your delving. Sorry,
You're good. You're good.
you specifically haven't been there, and most people who talk about it again as a far forgotten, ancient city.
I meant more. I figured I probably hadn't been there, but I meant more of like if there was some sort of landmark that maybe was in
If there was
the
a well,
stories or whatnot, that I'd be like, oh yeah, I might have run across something like that.
It was a big enough city that it would not be easily missed.
Okay.
It speaks
Okay,
to
fair
a
enough.
race and a civilization that once lived in. It wasn't like it was a small village off the coast of the ocean. Like no, it was a city.
Look for it.
All right.
So I mean that means that it could be. Once you find it, it shouldn't be hard to uncover, but it isn't a legendary city, so it will take a little bit of like finesse and brainstorming to figure out where it is once you get there. So, and you're not quite there yet. You do have some days traveling to get there. So, feel free to do anything now. But you will need to roll. You will have to travel a few more days before you actually get to the area, the general area.
How
So,
about
My name is. Sorry.
how about I can turn into a giant vulture and scout out for any dangers, and as we get closer, perhaps I'll see it and be able to give us a little clearer idea of where to go.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it-
don't go too far away.
Is it
but
clear
yeah, that's a good
skies?
idea.
right now,
Yeah.
yeah, today's been pretty
Okay.
clear.
If it's a clear day, I mean, I could see for a while. So what I'm gonna do before he does that is I'm gonna hunter's mark him, so I'll have advantage
Okay.
for finding him, like perception checks.
That
So while
tickles.
while he's up and
You got a red
scouting,
die.
as long
Okay.
as I can see
Got a red
him,
dot slag on your
I'm
board.
maintaining
At
at
all
least
times.
a kind of dot on him, if you will.
Okay.
I don't know how you
Sure.
will feel about it, but
Just so if something happens, we know.
I kind of would like to potentially avoid whatever. I know most of the time you like to run headlong into things, but
Yeah.
I'd honestly
There you
like
go.
to get there. So I'd kind of
Oh,
like to
yeah.
maybe this time maybe avoid what might potentially be.
How about
In our
I
way.
scout ahead, tell you what there is, and we can decide whether we want to run headlong into it or skirt around it.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right,
That was the
TBD.
noise of turning into a giant
A beautiful
vulture.
vulture.
Is that? What does a vulture sound like?
You nailed it. You sound like a raptor. And
What
I
does a
just
vulture
tossed you up into the sky.
All right, TBD. While I'm concentrating on him, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this book. Go through it and see. Here's about where we are. See if there's any useful plants out there.
Useful plants?
Yeah.
Okay. So your hunter's mark does last an hour. So you only have him for an hour, and then it will fall. And he has 4 hours of flight time. So unless you want to do hour intervals,
No, I
or
mean,
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
can.
counting ahead what we're gonna get to.
for sure.
Okay.
Okay. So the next day of travel, I need another roll, please. A D10.
I can't see that.
I can't either.
Uno. Which is one.
Okay.
Bilingual, guys.
Preston's Heart song is in Espanol.
It is.
Which means Spanish. I know Corazon is hard.
You guys are traveling the next day. It is not a cloudy day, but there are some clouds. Partly cloudy day. Travel seems fine. You are starting to leave the forest and kind of come into more grassland areas from time to time, still in the forest area. But you can see now in the open fields, you can begin to see rising mountains far off, hundreds of miles off, but tall enough that you can still see them vividly off to the would be to the west of you guys. You can see the forest and the grasslands kind of the south and the east of you, but the land is becoming more flat, and you are seeing less and less terrain, kind of like geographical differences.
Oh, I headed into Kansas.
But you are still, like I said, to the north, there is still many foothills and many mountains over there, so it is, you can see, like I said, for several miles, but there is still a lot of foothills and mountains to that side. But yeah, for the most part, your travel doesn't seem to be very different. As you guys are kind of traveling, your path has become less of a road and more of just kind of like footpaths that have been made throughout the centuries, wagon paths and trails through these grasslands.
Game trails.
Do what now?
Game trails.
Yeah, game trails, that kind of a thing. But all of them, you have found a pretty singular trail, kind of a rut in the fields that seems to have been used by people at some point, because it is still traversable. But as you guys are going, there's one point, you don't really need a perception to see it, but in the grasslands, there are areas where the grass is about chest high, and as you guys are coming over a little slope, you can see in the grass there is what looks to be some sort of a stone kind of obelisk, maybe about quarter mile or so up ahead of you guys.
There's a what?
Some sort of like a stone, like obelisk or a little tower or something. Not very tall. It only comes up probably about 5 or 6 feet above the grass.
Mm-hmm. I'll get within sight of the guys in psionic mind them.
Okay.
About it.
How much?
Go and roll for your psychic damage.
We're on the same wavelength on that one.
I resist.
You're resistant. It's all good.
I just fall to the ground. Just like wings go up, like bird shot through the head, and he just spirals down to the ground.
So dramatic.
On top of the obelisk.
A dog comes
You're
up.
landing on the obelisk?
Starts laughing.
No, I was joking that he was
like,
rendered
Jesus.
unconscious by him.
Yeah.
No, I have touched plenty of strange obelisks in my life. I'm not doing it anymore.
There you go. Yeah, I agree.
It's not for me.
Okay, so you land with the party and you tell them what you saw?
No, I tell them from the air with psionic mind.
Okay, so you convey to them that there is this object up ahead. What are you guys doing?
May I roll a religion check about
You
that?
certainly may.
Perception check.
Make a perception check.
Oh, Tabita, you're going to have to tell me what they say with your side in mind.
13. With a 13 perception, nothing seems amiss. Doesn't seem to be anything obviously, nothing obviously done to like hide itself or be stealthy. Just seems like you're kind of in the savannah kind of area. The grass, like I said, is still pretty high, but it's definitely kind of dry and kind of breeze with the wind. You can hear it kind of like rattling as the wind blows through. So anything that is out here either can't move lest it reveals itself, or isn't out here. So what'd you roll?
17.
17. With a 17, you're not close enough to it to really understand any iconography or anything. You'd have to get close to really...
Yeah, for sure. I was wondering if just obelisks were particularly, like, religious.
There are plenty of shrines and different things designed to the gods all over the world.
I'll land in front of it and check it out.
But you'd have to get close to it to really understand what it is or what it would do.
Is it in our path, or is it...
It's on the way. It's in the general area. I mean, it's not like set in your path, but as you guys are coming this direction, you can see up ahead it is up there. So
all right, I assume that we all just make our way towards it.
Sure. All right, so you guys get up there after about 20 or 30 minutes of walking. You finally get close enough to see what it is, and it does look to be some sort of a old statue of some kind, worn by wind and the elements. The form of the statue, whatever it was, is long been kind of etched away to reveal pretty much just a very straightforward kind of strangely misshapen stone pillar. It is a dark gray, kind of dappled kind of granite looking. And again, nothing on it. There's like faint lines that look to have been maybe markings or writing or something on it at some point, but all of it has faded away with time. The only thing on it that is still present is a large blue sapphire set into the center of it, kind of in a little indent cut, not rough, not like just a raw stone. It is cut, not well though. And it is set into the stone, kind of in a little bit of a indent, kind of concave, like set in there. But it is shining beautifully, and it sits in the obelisk.
So you got there first, so you do what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna just observe it.
Yeah.
Wait.
You wait.
Turn around when I hear them coming.
Yeah. So everyone approaches, and you can see exactly the same thing. You see
I say we kick a rock at it.
Well,
then we wait.
There's a big old sapphire. I'm gonna actually do something. I think I have this as a
wagon
feature.
wheels aren't safe. Deserts aren't safe.
Destroy monument.
Obelisk definitely wouldn't be safe.
Cast destroy monument.
Destroy monument.
I'm just tired
That's
of
not a thing. I'm gonna do detect magic.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure with detect magic I can see.
Attack magic?
Yes, attack magic. For the duration, he senses the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. In this way, I can use my action to see. And I learned a school of magic, if any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know
So
of
is
a
it-
specific object that's located in the city? Like,
In the Fallen Fathers city?
Wait, so it looks eroded. I say this while it's happening. It looks eroded. And
what if this is like the entrance or something?
Yeah, what if it's the entrance, but also it's a
So-
sapphire? Is there like a might be like rune or something?
So, like, I have
me
detect
knowing
objects,
a
so if I
lot of
know of something
rocks
that's in
and
that
stuff,
city, like, could
can
I
I
possibly
look
detect
around?
it?
Yeah, but do we know what's in that city?
I don't
There's so
See
much.
if I see anything that would be any sort of like special rock or material or anything else like that.
Religion power. Good.
You want to do... Okay, say that one more time.
I want to basically like look at the statue and then around a little bit and basically see if there is any, with me dealing with rock and stuff as much as I do, if there's any
Yeah.
made out of special rock.
Make a... Is there a
If I
check
would
you
know
can
anything
make?
about it.
Is there a check you can make with that, out of
Sounds like
curiosity?
a hard song check if I've ever heard one.
I could be using this as
So I could summon a beast.
No, I don't think we... Okay, no, go ahead. What would you summon if you could summon a beast?
I don't know, something with prehensile tail or something you could poke the statue with. I suppose fingers would work too.
What if you summon something that could... I don't know, maybe I'll summon like a dig? I don't know.
Wait, did you detect magic?
The
Dig?
only
Yeah,
thing that I could think
like a
of
shrew.
a check that might be.
Do I get anything from
Maybe something bigger than a shrew. They take forever. They're so small.
It's a golf
Detect
ball
magic.
size hole going
What do
down.
you want
Yes.
it to dig?
I do.
Yes.
I don't know.
There is a strong magical essence emanating from the stone.
What is it? What school of magic is it? If you could qualify it. like evocation, conjuration, god magic,
Divination.
divination.
Nice.
Not far off. God magic.
Well, divination as in finding shit out.
Let's see, what
I'm
would I
magic.
like to do?
Or perception.
My bad.
Does this? What does Stonecutter tell you? What does that? Read that to me.
He's really good at the specific scenario. where he's-
Stonecutter is good, yes.
Didn't Dragon have
I
Stonecutter?
don't even. I'm looking to see where I
He
can
might
find
have.
it.
I have
He had everything. He's a Renaissance man.
No.
best character ever.
That's why you're so aggressive about the Ren Fest, because Dragon was a Ren man.
He was a Ram man.
Chris, we solved it, buddy. We'll take care of
I
you.
guess
Chris,
I
don't
have
listen to this.
Stonecutter,
This is my thing.
because mine went more with the
Oh my god. You were gonna give this man a
stabbing
complex.
side of things,
I'm
I guess. At least I'm not seeing anything in
you were
here
gonna
that says
drop that
anything
into
about
the
Stonecutter.
Nothing in features and traits.
No.
Other than just proficiency with stone cutting. Yeah,
Right?
it says
Yes.
whenever you make
likely,
an
probably.
intelligence or
That's like the only thing
intelligence /
besides the
history
stone
check
cutter.
related to the origins of stonework,
Yeah, we're waiting
you're
to see what
considered
Thorgrim does right
proficient
now.
in the history.
History check.
skill.
Yep. There you
The
go.
history.
He's doing
it.
Oh.
You can do it too.
Where am I?
I mean, he's doing it for a different reason. It's more like the history of the stone, so.
Yeah, we'll tell him who did it.
I was going to try to do a history check, too.
Sure, make a history check.
Let's see.
Oh, God.
That's not good, mate.
Is that who, bro? Not really? It's by dog. By dog.
One time I get to use that.
That's a champagne glass.
Oh
right
my
there,
god.
isn't it?
I rolled a 1.
That was
How do
like
you do that when you're
cheating.
proficient?
You know
at
what?
something?
Luck. No, you don't.
I
Roll
got
it
a
again.
5.
You have
What?
luck?
Yeah, I have luck.
You can make the other people roll luck?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How many do you have?
Oh
That's
my
a red
god.
20.
Whoa!
Whoa.
That's called
Let's go.
Better.
the Kenneth differential.
I mean, that makes sense if I'm proficient in it.
This
Kenneth differential.
is this stone is known as Corside stone. It is a granite-like stone. It is a little brittle. It is used in creating intricate designs and artwork on many different things. It's been used for hundreds, if not thousands of years by dwarves and other masons of different species and races. It is odd that it is out here. The closest place that it would be found would be in the mountains, Umber Hills or other foothills around there. So the fact that it's out here means that either there is...
It's been brought here.
Either it was brought here or there is some unknown. More likely that it's brought here because it would not reside in this kind of a terrain. It would reside in like mountain-esque. But yeah, it's definitely been put here. But given the fact that it is worn to this degree, means that either someone did a really bad job of like doing it, or it's been out here for a really long time.
Do we want?
I mean, I would assume that it's probably been out here for a really long time.
Forms eroded.
I've been around enough stonework to tell whether it was just crappy craftsmanship or weathering.
So you want the shiny thing?
Evidence.
Well,
of
before we
ancient
go
advanced
prying and
civilization.
taking any shiny things off, maybe Glyph, could you see if there's anything mechanical in nature about it?
Yeah, well, I can spend a few minutes kind of looking at it, see if it's anything.
Have you ever seen Aladdin?
Oh yeah, you
Maybe
can
we should
identify
be
the
just grabbing
stuff
stones.
inside.
Oh, I could do that too.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna spend 10 minutes to ritually cast Identify on this thing,
Also,
just around the obelisk as a whole.
could I expel a charge of the Wand of Secrets to detect if there's a trap nearby?
Certainly.
Clutch.
I feel like in these type of situations, a lot of times there might be some traps or sneaky things. I mean, there's a reason why it was hard to find because
You're
I made it hard
rolling
to find.
for...
Ritually casting Identify.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Also, is there any traps?
No, there is no traps.
I don't know why I
sweet.
rolled, I just wanted to roll.
Let's go.
Yeah, ritually casting doesn't really do much there. I believe you have to touch the item to identify it.
He wants you to touch it.
You touch it.
Hold on, let me read.
If you're about to abu
You
this
must
thing,
touch
I
throughout the
swear,
casting of the spell.
You can do it, bro.
Pinky toe.
Can you cast it through pothole?
That'll protect him for sure.
It's kind of fucked up, but
would mage hand work?
Wow.
I'm
I see you.
okay, so I'm gonna put on Emeraldy's work apron,
Okay.
you look great in it.
and I'm gonna use the all-purpose tool that I was given by
Sheesh.
Ziv.
Yeah, when he cinches the middle, it looks
I know,
like he's got a BBL or something.
He's got a great
What
waist.
does BBL stand for?
Big,
Bootylicious? I don't think so. I'm not
So
co-signing.
are you about to try and touch it?
I'm gonna have, if you guys want me to identify, I'm gonna have
There's
to
no
touch
traps
it.
on it.
Is this?
Yeah, it's not trapped.
I mean, is this
You want me
up
to touch
high?
it
Is
first?
this right in front of you?
No, I mean, the thing's
Where
only
is it?
6 foot tall, so you'd have to hop up, but it's right at my...
I'm just wondering if I need to be under you in case something happens and you wind up falling, and I need to catch you.
Oh, no, it's not that high up. I mean,
Ready.
it's only as tall as I am,
Fair-
so I'm
fair
just
enough.
gonna touch it.
All right.
Alright, I begin the ritual casting of Identify.
So you touch the object. So
With the
you
all-purpose tool plus
It's
2.
divination. You're gonna get a vision, bro.
you touch it, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's perfect. I love you. Oh, that's a good one. That might be bad.
19.
19.
Yeah.
You need a 20.
That's Flash of Genius.
Oh yeah, guidance.
Is that to ability check?
Can't do guidance after he rolls.
Thank you, though.
So 24?
Yeah.
Okay. You touch it. You feel this impression on your mind as you reach out and touch it. But you quickly shield your mind from whatever that influence is, and it passes.
Hey, no one freak out, but I almost had a vision. I was smart enough to kind of flex through it, though.
I want a vision.
Yeah, you were. I mean,
Wait, so like, was it gonna be bad? Was it gonna like brain blast you?
I didn't think it was going to be good, so I kind of threw up my old brain defenses.
That's a lot of defenses up there. You gotta stop.
It's a little bit
vulnerable.
I don't want to lose my brain. I mean, what do I have after that?
No, that makes sense. I mean, so like, I mean, who wants to touch it? I mean, are we done? Can we move on from it, or?
Does Zeph sense any injured or hurt or dying creatures in the area?
No.
So I didn't get to cast Identify. I just touched it, and that's what.
Mm-hmm. But it's 10 minutes to cast Identify.
Yeah.
Okay. A minute passes. I should make another Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, am I touching it the whole time?
You have to touch
You have to touch it the whole time.
The majority of
See, I was thinking like once that encroachment on my mind happened, that was when I let go. I was like, oh no, don't like that.
So you're done casting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm gonna try and cast it on the obelisk now, not the stone.
Okay.
The housing.
Sure.
okay.
Take 10 minutes to 10 minutes to do that.
Yep.
After 10 minutes, it is a stone obelisk.
All right.
Hey guys, it is definitely an obelisk made of stone.
Can we touch it? I want to touch it. I keep on touching things and then losing my mind.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't think it was going to cause me physical pain,
Yes.
but it did mess with my mind.
Okay.
So,
This thing's a fortress.
are you talking about your mind when you say this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Calvin, you said
Yes.
this thing is worn. Can I try mending it?
I don't think mending it turns into the original space.
Drew's reached the part of the story arc where mending has to be cast every episode.
You know what? Spam it never gets used.
No, bending will not fix it.
I can't.
It will not restore that.
Like the face or...
I mean, it could restore parts that are potentially broken, but most of it is just worn.
It's like
So
a
that's not
smear
really-
tool on something. Like, rip it in half and then you put it together and smear tool over it. Well, it depends. Are we okay with me succumbing to this thing and finding out if it's useful and might give us... It looks like an old thing, and it might lead us to the old city, and the reason that the form, like, it's eroded, right? It might be, like, a statue of, like, a oracle from, like, the old place or something. Like, it might...
It's entirely possible. If you're comfortable, go for it. I didn't feel like touching it for 10 minutes and exposing myself.
I hold onto the brooch on my bandana and I hold it tightly and
Here we go.
I touch.
If he has a belt
stone.
on, I'm gonna grab it just in case we need to yank it away.
I'm extending my heart song to him to pull him back from the beginning.
Okay, all right.
I touch the sapphire.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I just fail it on purpose?
Oh,
Yeah, you can choose to fail.
Yeah, I fail it. Because he said nothing happens if you.
We got you, bro.
So I'm
It's
at
brave
your
thing
will.
You're doing, P-Dog.
Thank you, bro. Thank
okay.
you, dog.
You touch it, you choose to fail it, and as that happens, you touch it, and you immediately feel a presence press into your mind.
Oh, no.
This is not the first time that happened.
You hear a voice that says,
welcome to the obelisk.
"Would you give me a goddamn second to build suspense?"
It's funnier when she
That
does
was
it.
awesome. I was going to say, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
It's me, little friend. I'm back.
You hear a voice in your head that says, "Ask to receive, but give."
What do you want me to give?
Can we hear him?
Hey, mate, who are you talking to?
Lucius is just standing with his eyes closed.
Okay,
like,
so it's not verbal.
yeah, he's standing with his eyes closed, like rapid eye movement behind them, if you could see him, but he's just touching the stone right now.
Okay.
Can I ask where is the Fallen Fathers then?
That's what you ask?
Yeah.
you immediately get a vision. The world around you expands out and up. You feel your body elevated up into the heavens, and then you can see the world below you as if you are above it all. And then as soon as you're up there, you immediately feel your body getting pulled down a little bit more, again, southeast where you are going, but more eastern than southern. And as you are coming down, you realize that there is this large area of what looks to be like these foothills, but they're not foothills. They're monuments, buildings that have been so forgotten to time that the growth has turned them into what looks like natural geography. But there is a city there, and your mind immediately focuses on one thing hidden amongst the ancient ruins. There is one thing that stands tall and proud: a massive golden pyramid. Your mind returns. I need you to roll a d20 for me.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
That's how older I get. I get old. I get older in 2 campaigns. 13.
13.
Yes.
Turns into the gold.
I just get like he's on the madness table. He's like, I get a weird quirk for the rest of the campaign. I'm freaking insane.
From Power Rangers Zeo.
I don't blink.
His Zord was
No, I worked so hard to get blinking.
Except it's uncomfortable. Now you have to use eye drops. Visine, a sponsor for
You feel a part of your self pulled out, wrenched out, like as if your heart was being torn.
I fight it with my heart song. Nope.
And then you open your eyes. You're back here. You're fine. You all watch as Lucius, like, after a few seconds, lets go of the stone, kind of steps back and shakes his head. The stone immediately goes from the blue sapphire to, like, a gray glass.
I thought you were going to tell me red, and I was going to flip my shit.
I was like, oh no,
I'm Sith.
we red-ringed it, oh no.
So, it doesn't...
So just like smooth as glass?
Honestly,
It looks like the stone, but the color has now gone to, like, a gray. Kind of like, almost like...
Oh, we expended the charge.
honestly,
What happened? Yeah.
at this point, I'm running out of parts of myself to give. I know where. I know where the Fallen Followers is now.
Oh, that's cool.
It's giant, big ass golden pyramid.
So my bird trick is just for nothing now.
No,
It's not a trick,
we
mate,
still
it's
need
a
it.
skill.
It's a skill. Yes, it's very useful.
But it was for nothing this time.
Oh.
Man, I'm really worried about all these deals I'm making, but it's gonna be a-okay. Everything's fine. I think I still have my soul. Do I still have my soul? Do I like? I think I still have my soul, guys.
Hey, mate, make a heart song check real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, heart song check.
Heart song check. 11. It's mid.
Let's see.
Lost half of my heart song.
Yeah, mate, I'll feel your heart song.
Alright. Hopefully that doesn't bite us in the ass. Remember those witches too? Man.
Yeah, I completely forgot about this. I was actually hoping if we waited long enough, the DM would also forget that we all gave something of importance to
No,
this.
I got
I
like.
figure we're all basically on a suicide mission to save the world, so...
I mean,
Who
yeah.
cares?
Yeah, right? I mean,
the only kid we got's on a suicide mission with us, so, you know.
I've already died.
true. Actually, you know what? That's a good point, everyone. Everyone?
Wait, who, if you've died, say I.
Bye.
I have saved all of you.
Well, I don't know. I was gonna die, and then some magic
Hey,
came out of my
Fulgrim,
body
you
and stopped
definitely
me from
died,
dying,
mate.
right? So-
You
I mean,
did.
that counts?
I felt like
Woo!
I did, but I'm also it's never been really.
You're kind of like on the process
Decided.
of dying, but
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
halted.
Yes.
So, am I the
Eventually.
only person that's never even flirted with the other side?
Well, I used to not have this eye, so.
I think so.
Oh, man.
It's fine.
Do I not live recklessly enough, or am I too
No,
responsible?
I think
You're a bit of a square.
it's a luck thing.
We've all got sharp edges, mate, with freaking lizards.
Yeah, look at these elbows.
Just dusty elbow.
You need some cocoa butter.
This week's episode sponsored by
Nivea.
St. Ives.
Yowande, sort of.
Irish Spring.
Alright.
Dry your skin out with Irish Spring. Okay, well
That
then,
is-
you go and lead the way, mate.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna take a seat. You guys can go. Not here. I guess not take a seat, but I'm gonna I'm gonna be in the back now. I need to think. We can keep on going. I just need to.
Hi, Kenneth. Could you tie a rope around him and maybe just tie it around your waist too?
I haven't let go of his belt yet.
Okay. Well, if you don't want to be that close, maybe just tie a little bit of rope. No offense, mate. It's just. No, oh my god. You're just a reverse kite in the air with Zeph.
That's funny.
All right, so you guys continue to move towards the Fallen Fathers. The next, if you guys have anything else to do, we'll just go ahead and do a couple rolls, and we'll get a little bit closer to that area. So I need another D10 roll from somebody, please.
Who has it?
Are you kidding me?
4.
4? Okay.
Another
fair weather.
obelisk.
Fair weather. Nothing to.
Fair weather, let's go.
Alright, cool.
report.
With fair weather.
Another day
Like
passes.
all Will's friends.
Another day passes. Another roll, please.
Another one.
Oh my god.
That's a D20.
D10, buddy.
D10.
Oh, D10.
Well, I didn't mean that at all. You know I love you dearly, right? And everyone else does.
Yeah, because things are
Kind
good
of-
right now.
It's kind of nauseating how much people like.
Shut up, dude. You're lying.
Sounds so sarcastic.
3.
It's not. Oh no.
Fair weather.
Go ahead and drink your ranch and shut up.
So this is actually Indian yogurt.
Of course it is.
Day 3. I need another D10 roll, please.
4.
4. Once again, fair weather. And finally, after almost, I think we're getting almost to 8 days of travel.
Yeah.
I need
French flavor.
one more roll. Lucius,
Yeah.
I need you to roll, but this time, roll twice, please.
Okay. 9 for the first one.
Okay.
9.
And 10 for the second. Ooh.
10. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take the better one, which is the 10, which means that you, because of your abilities, you actually remove a day's worth of travel from this. So we are right at 8 days now. You guys have traveled quite a bit, at least 100 miles, if not more.
Is anyone else
Our calves
concerned
are freaking
at the
toned, yo.
extreme level of control in Calvin's tone right now?
Thank you, Drew. But the world around you is changing. The grasslands and the forests have now given way to arid, dry sands.
Oh boy.
There is still greenery. There is still areas, small streams and waterways give way to vegetation that grows here and there. And there are still areas where the bush and the grass creates homes for creatures and a living place in this dry, arid. The days are hot. The nights are bitter cold. But you have reached a part of the world that some of you are a little more familiar with. Others, this is very new. But as you guys are traveling on the 8th day, about mid-afternoon, Lucius points out a, to you, familiar sight. Some foothills, kind of rolling slopes, dunes and the like, all kind of like spaced out in front of you guys for about a half mile or so. You can see kind of to the left and the right. And Lucius kind of points out to them these areas, and you guys begin to make your way down into kind of this valley with overgrowth and kind of some brambles and trees kind of built into it. But as you guys get to this, you can see, once you kind of get down into this valley and kind of come up a little bit of a rise, you see before you, probably about a quarter mile or so off in the distance, a massive golden pyramid rising up into the sky, beautifully gilded in this strange golden material. And as it comes into focus, you can now see, kind of using it as a point of reference, you can begin to see what appears to be the remnants of an ancient city. You can see in front of you kind of a a pathway where pillars once stood tall and proud, spanning into buildings of many stories off to either sides, now all crumbled and covered in sand and greenery. It is massive. It is haunting. And from what the parts you can see, it is quite grand. But the first thing you notice definitely is that time has covered this in the sands and the overgrowth of life. The only thing that is seemingly untouched is a tall pyramid. But you have arrived.
What's the surrounding landscape?
Some slightly rolling hills, sand dunes, a little bit of kind of like almost like savanna trees and undergrowth. Not a lot places for creatures to thrive and live, but it's sparse. You can see quite a bit of the world around you.
So we haven't reached the ocean yet.
If you look around, you can see off to the east. You can definitely see. Obviously there is a lot of like the heat kind of causes the water, but you can definitely, given a little bit of time and like acclimation to this place, begin to feel like the ocean is within a day's walk of here. You're not high enough to really see the ocean, but you can smell, you can begin to kind of like at night you can kind of feel kind of the cold of the ocean kind of rolls in. There's a little bit of saltiness to the air. There's actually areas where water once resided, which is now nothing but just kind of salt flats kind of in some areas you guys have walked through. But yeah, you are standing at the precipice of an ancient city.
Alright, well, should we lay down some ground rules before we go into the Fallen Father's city?
What particularly?
I mean, I feel like we probably shouldn't touch much unless we've had the time to kind of look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not singling anybody out. I'm just saying, generally speaking.
I think you're not generally speaking because you're looking at me.
What? No, I wasn't.
No, you can tell when he's
I've been doing better, guys. I asked first.
Hey! Listen, you're projecting
you're,
right now.
you're working out some personal stuff.
All right.
No, I'm just saying, like I was actually kind of worried about Pothole, but I mean, I don't think that he can activate things the way we can.
He's already touching it.
So like,
Pothole's already running down the path.
Oh shit.
He found his shield again. Now he's sand surfing.
I feel like if we have any inkling onto like whether or not something might be trapped, just let me know because I do have this wand of secrets.
It's a good idea.
3 times. It's gonna be very important here.
You want me to do some aerial reconnaissance?
I think we have to go inside this.
Yeah, I mean it's a pyramid, mate. I don't think we're gonna get.
I meant the surrounding area. See if there's anything alive wandering the place. I don't have to.
So I think I appreciate you offering, but I feel like it might be a good idea to hold on to most of your abilities.
Probably. That's what I asked.
Yeah, you never know what we're gonna run into.
To counteract the point you brought up earlier about people just rushing in, can we not get stuck in analysis paralysis?
Alright, hold on, let's think about that for a minute. When have we ever?
Why, I
Doors.
think, hold on.
Any door.
But
Any
we
doors.
need to think of it from all angles so that we really get the right idea of it before we're making a joke, mate. Let's do it.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are standing in a little bit of a kind of like a little bit of a rise that kind of leads down to this kind of valley. Again, you can see lots of pillars and stuff that once were standing are kind of toppled and either covered or slightly poking out of the sands. But kind of coming down a little bit of a slope, you can see the first thing kind of in this little valley is a large flagstone that is spread out maybe about 40 or 50 feet out in front of you guys. Beautifully carved, the parts you can see. But it is large and just kind of spreading out before you, and it looks to be kind of like the beginning of some sort of pathway that leads to the rising pyramid up in your guys' direction. So you guys begin to make your way across the flagstone towards the pyramid. As that happens,
Pass it down, Chase.
Okay.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah.
Druid time.
That's him casting through someone else.
I'm kind
That's better choice.
Alright, so you're going to do a stealth checks from everybody?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
And then if anyone would like to do...
Disadvantage.
I'll go ahead and allow a stealth check a perception check from anybody who would like to as well in this time.
Am I good at perceiving? I don't think I am ever since I lost the magical eye.
Can I do a perception?
You most certainly can do a perception check.
Okay. 36 is the stealth.
Okay.
26 from
Hold
one
on to the
I'll
perception.
pull that.
You know what? Luck.
All right.
Do you have disadvantage?
Nice.
Okay, so 36, 26.
7.
You add
Plus
10 to
10.
it.
Plus 10.
16.
17.
21.
21.
23.
That's why that's
16. Ooh, okay. Not terrible rolls, thanks to the... I mean, anytime you roll past all the traits, it's really a pretty dang good roll.
Yeah.
As long as it's above a 5 most of the time.
For the most part.
Okay. And then you rolled a perception check as well?
26.
Okay. 26.
Nice.
All right, so you all begin to move across towards the thing. With a 26, you hear something in the undergrowth about 120 feet off to your right.
What does it sound like?
Something moving through the undergrowth.
Make the
just
noise
moving.
with your mouth.
Ow.
I love when you do that.
Chills.
But do you stop everybody?
Yeah. I'll hold a hand
So you
up.
hold up and everyone stops?
And I'll point at the undergrowth.
Is that one of them damn glow skinks?
I love this.
The movement in the bush dies away, but another sound appears as you're kind of listening really quietly.
Can I ready my bow? Because I think it'll be more silent.
breaking.
And
You can ready your bow.
okay.
Are there some bushes we can kind
If
of
I
jump in and see if we can watch it?
There could be. However, in this moment, as you all stopped and listened, you begin to all simultaneously feel the flagstone. As the entire floor gives way and you all fall.
But I was being so stealthy.
Yes, you were.
Not very. We are free falling silently.
You free fall. Whether you shout or not is up to you at this
Wait,
point.
do we have featherfalls? Don't have featherfalls.
Should we make charisma checks to see if we scream or not?
I'm
Sure,
down.
if you want to you want a charisma?
Like, see if we can keep our cool.
Sure, make a charisma check. Do a saving
That's
throw.
money.
Do a saving throw.
Lucius is in the zone.
Can mine be stealth?
No, it's charisma, you coward.
You're trying to hide your crying, or you're trying to stop yourself from crying in the first place.
Does he hold? Yeah, if it's stealth, you're holding your hand over your mouth.
Charisma's nice and low too. It's fine. But can I do it as disadvantage?
Sure, go for it.
A 6. So
Yeah.
only Fulgrin
Fulgrin
screaming like a little girl.
screams. Well,
Sounds like
whether it's a
Vinny.
little girl is up to you, my man.
Sounds like Vinny.
I mean, I feel like it's with a 6, it's not
you're
going to be
glass
manly for sure.
There, that's fair. With a roar, a deafening roar, you collapse with the flagstone down.
How far are we falling?
You don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
Dust,
Well, it depends.
All right. Okay.
what are you trying to do? Are you doing something in this moment?
Fly.
I mean, if I'm falling for more than like 3 seconds, I'm gonna
Okay.
put out my wangs, pull my wangs out.
my
So
wings
you
out.
deploy your... Does anyone else in this horrifying 3 seconds, does anyone else do anything?
Okay, let's see if Lucius.
Brace myself.
Okay, brace yourself.
Can I try to whistle my broom under me?
You can certainly try. Make a...
I'm gonna grab at anyone close.
I'm
to
going to
me.
do a dexterity saving throw for you.
Nice.
Throw. What is that?
18.
Oh, noise. Plus dex. Sickening.
Yeah, I'll reach out and grab it.
25.
Easy enough to do. So you are very easily
grab a
able
squishy
to, in the moment, grab your broom and not lose it.
Can Lucius wants to do something a little bit active.
What do you wanna do?
Lucius wants to cast light on a rock and try to. Even though I don't think it's how physics works, he's gonna
Nah,
try to throw
physics
it
works.
down.
Nah, physics
It's
works.
okay.
Good try, though.
So he throws it down. He's like, "Oh!"
Well, it doesn't go up past you. Either.
In
It
the
doesn't. Yeah.
sudden rush as you all are falling, wings pop out, broom pops out, so you can just slow your descent. However, I will say that are you trying to stay afloat, or are you trying to slow your fall?
I'm trying to grab someone and
Me
slow my
too.
fall.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay, because if you
nosedive.
try to stay afloat, you will then have to combat with the large chunks of masonry that are not falling. But if you slow your fall, much easier to do, and you can just basically keep yourself from hitting hard.
Yeah.
All right, so You have a broom. You have wings.
Yeah, I was gonna gem flight.
Gem flight as well. Easy enough to do.
Nice.
Okay, so with that, 3 of you can fly, which means that you are able to...
I was gonna... I don't know if I can do this all at the same time, but gem flight and also pull out the rope of climbing and have it go towards whoever's closest to me that's not flying. Try to help
I
them
would
out.
say without having to use the rope, it's very easy to grab someone who's next to you. You were all kind of close enough.
Okay.
And falling kind of together, it's easy enough to do. And instinctively, people would probably be reaching out for each other. So, but with 3 flyers, that means that you can grab a third person. So everyone else is fine except for Pothole. Unless you want to try to grab
He's a
him.
tank, bro. You can handle that.
Yeah, I cast Reduce on Pothole.
Make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can cast that spell at this moment.
Natural 12 plus 5, 17.
Nice.
17, okay.
Yeah, I
You
was
had
just
to be-
thinking reducing his size reduces his mass.
Right.
It does.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I just want to make sure you could, in a split second, do that before, before obviously falling.
Yeah, once
to
someone
this.
grabbed me, I was like, oh shit. And it's, yeah.
All right, so grabbing everybody as best you can,
A chunk of me.
you all fall for a few seconds, more than 3.
I'd be dead.
The
So sad.
dust begins to fill the air, and the sunlight above is swallowed by the billow of dust and stone as it falls. As you all descend and then land haphazardly on the fallen flagstones that have now hit the bottom of the ground. You all land pretty safely. No damage truly done. I'm gonna roll and see how Pothole does based on this.
He's awesome. He can do anything he wants.
No, because I like to see how you guys do this. Will, I'd like you to roll a high variant and see what the outcome of Pothole is.
We haven't looked that up.
You can pick any of the colorations. It's up to you. Go ahead and pass those down.
I'd like to think
Great.
like
All right, then roll.
third Hobbit movie.
Natural 20. Pothole is God. Natural 20 again. Pothole is God. Not really. No.
So as you land, the dust settles. People are coughing, choking, but after a few minutes, the dust begins to clear, and you all can kind of find yourselves. You do see Pothole kind of like trots over to you, being much smaller than he is before. However, one of his arms is like broken beyond like function, so it is like just kind of hanging, just kind of against his. Basically, he used his arm to stop his fall at one point, and it completely just like shattered a joint in there.
Okay. Yeah, mate, we'll fix it. Don't worry about it.
How does his does he have like opposable hands on the end of him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Lucius brings out. Oh, I knew this was gonna be useful. He brings out the four fingered automaton hand and tries to replace it or something. I don't know.
Wait, do you give me that?
Yeah, I give it to you.
Like, alright, guys, do we have...
I lost his index finger. I can't point.
Okay, like an hour for me to fix this?
Oh, you won't take that long with your apron and your multi-tool.
True that.
And all the guidance we can give you.
Guidance
Alright.
before you roll.
Yeah.
It's a quick thing.
passive aggressive
Yeah, I gave it to him.
guidance.
I deleted it from my inventory.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try and do a field repair.
Ooh, Mendy.
Oh, that actually might be useful here.
I'm just standing like laying on hands while he's doing.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, actually,
my inspiration.
Actually, mate, I'll just mend it. It's fine. Oh my god. Take me like a minute.
Good or bad?
Bad. I rolled 2 nat 1s in a row. Pothole's arm is useless.
His other arm.
But I would like to point out, why did I roll a nat 20 and his arm get broken?
Because he's not dead.
He's tiny.
He still fell a very far way.
And rolled 2 nat 20s.
Cliff.
He only rolled 1.
Cliff.
You are distraught.
It was only
Okay.
there was no advantage on it. It was just a 1.
It's okay. Watch.
I will say. Wait, did you roll it with advantage?
No.
Why did you
I
roll
used
twice?
my inspiration to try and do it again.
Okay.
You were guided.
Yeah, there's a 4 of the guidance. So, I mean, altogether it would stack to like a 20-something.
Men, come on.
No, it's in that one.
Mending.
It wasn't at 20.
Mending.
What's that?
Mending.
Mending won't fix. Does mending specifically fix your steel defender?
you touch. The spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch. Such as a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, other stuff.
Oh, hey, 3 times a day it can repair. The magical mechanisms inside the defender restore 2d8 plus proficiency bonus hit points to itself or to one other construct or object within 5 feet.
Okay.
So he's gonna repair himself.
Oh, that's pretty tight.
With a new arm, I hope.
Wait, describe it.
But Zeph thinks his mending has worked.
I want the flashiness. I want to see him repair himself.
23 points of repair. Is that an arm's worth of repair?
I would say so.
Okay, thank God.
It's worth
Did you just shake it off and then it works, or what?
Yeah, well, he's shaking it out as Zeph is trying to cast mending, and I just don't tell him that he can do it himself. And I just let Zeph
You
have
start
this one.
coming up some of the joints.
That's another question.
You can't move it as.
Is there
But it's
any
like so shiny. When he's done,
It looks
he
so
is
good.
so shiny.
in this?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Whoa.
Can we
He's
even
glowing.
seem to do anything?
Speaking of glowing, is it dark down here?
Oh, true.
Is it, we may not be able to even see what.
It is definitely dark right now.
I can cast light.
I'll cast daylight,
Oh shit.
Oh, jeez.
We can see for sure.
which is 60 feet. That's good for an hour.
I'll cast dawn.
He does it right as I cast dark vision. I'm like, ah!
And Zeph's blind.
I used to have dark vision. Do I have dark vision?
Okay. So you cast daylight and immediately reveals light in this. You find yourselves at the base of a large, what looks to be a sinkhole, rising up hundreds of feet above you guys. The light is obscured, whether it's still kind of the lingering dust or kind of the direction you're looking up. It's hard to tell. It's definitely not a straight up and down, just like hole. It's like jagged and like you can see overhangs and pieces of stuff. You can hear the sounds of masonry still falling, bits and pieces here and there, kind of creaks and cracks of it. Definitely doesn't feel safe down here for sure. The other thing you notice is that you are standing in what looks to be the remains of some sort of a room that was built with basic masonry with what looks to be some sort of like a stucco kind of like covering on the walls. Most of it is destroyed now thanks to this giant, stones that have fallen down here. But you notice that you definitely can feel the cold of being further underground. Well, not cold. The temperature evens out because you are not pretty far, but you're a good ways down into the earth. The other thing you can tell is there is definitely some sort of a acidic smell
hate that.
in the area.
Is there any sort of
True. That's a good word.
breeze that might not necessarily be coming from the open hole?
Nope.
Is this acidic smell familiar to us?
Nope.
No.
Make a nature check if you want.
Ooh. Smells like
What's that?
hydrochloric acid.
What's that say?
13?
10 billion.
13.
Nature? 12.
With a 12? I mean, you can see the smell is coming from what appears to be the air down here. The light has revealed that the air kind of there's kind of like almost like a mist that hangs. It is a kind of amber color, and it is definitely obscuring your light to where you can't see clearly.
Can I get above the mist with my wings?
Sure.
Can I see better?
Not really. You're kind of in a giant sinkhole in the ground. You can see
Dude, his wings cleared some of the mist out?
It isn't hard to... Yeah, you can move it. It is definitely movable, but it is definitely still perpetuating. And you, as with a 12, you can kind of assume that basically it is... the amber gas is causing the smell.
Do you feel any ill effects?
It's irritating. I mean, trying to breathe something that smells acidic, it's like, ugh, like it singes the nose, the senses. But it's not, you're not coughing, you're not gagging, you're not, you don't feel like you're losing oxygen.
Gas.
Right. It's not something to where you immediately feel the, danger about it, but it definitely is some sort of a natural gas that lingers down in these, down here in this depth.
Guys, I don't like this gas.
I don't either, man. Did you have to let it linger?
Oh, wait a minute.
Did you have to?
Did you have to?
Did you have to let it linger?
What? Speaking of lingering, we got this, guys. You guys should listen to me speak for a minute so I can cast a spell.
Okay. I mean, you know I'm such a fool for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're still cool, guys.
Just trying to tell you we don't want no scrubs.
I guess motivational speech.
No, you've got me wrapped around your finger.
Zombie.
And I'm just saying if you're gonna do it because I don't want no scrubs.
Something about cranberries? I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't understand any of the rest of the words in that song, so I'm at a loss.
Which
Yeah,
song?
that's fair.
You've got me wrapped around your finger.
Do you have to let it linger?
Did you have to? Did you have to? Did you have to let it linger?
And then it's like, huh?
Okay, I'll Google it because
pretty
I don't
good.
think it just says sex sounds in the lyrics.
It might. All right, so you cast.
That's literally all it says in parentheses. Sex sounds.
You cast motivational speech.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Preston. That's good.
Everyone has advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Noise.
For the duration, which is an hour, which I think it's pertinent now. Everyone gains 5 temp HP, and it has advantage on wisdom saves. The affected creature is hit by attack. It has advantage on the next attack it makes.
5 temp HP.
How long is that for?
Hour.
Oh, let's find something.
Once the affected creature loses the temp HP granted by the spell ends for that creature. So, you guys get hit with the attack. You guys have advantage on the next attack roll.
Okay.
But once the temp HP is gone, the buff is gone.
Okay.
Got it.
For an hour.
So don't let yourself get hit back. Do all the hitting.
And I will say if it's pertinent, I can move through non-magical terrain and it doesn't cost me any extra movement.
Okay. I mean, this is this is definitely like it's a visual thing, so you'll be able to kind of like navigate a little bit easier. But
Sure.
it is obscuring your ability, so you will have to move slow in these areas.
Sure.
But you can see that there is definitely a what's the word I'm thinking of? As you're standing down here, you can see the stonework around you has obviously been destroyed. But in front of you, you can see that the room dipped down at one point before all the stone collapsed on top of it, and there appears to be a like an arched hallway that stretches down in front of you guys with the same kind of design of the building, well, the ruins that you saw above. So this was a place down here at one point, and it looks like there is a direction you can go in front of you.
You guys already did this quick scan of our surroundings. Like, there's not anything.
This whole room has been basically demolished, so there's nothing in here.
Okay.
Unless you want to start moving giant stones.
Well, now that we fell down a tunnel, I mean, is Pass Without a Trace still up? Should we just like move stealthily?
I kind of feel like anything knows that we're here almost. We just made a commotion. But I mean, it
Sure,
doesn't
but I
hurt to
mean,
not
like,
be
there's
loud
multiple
anyway.
You can definitely
pathways or
move.
something.
You can definitely move with stealth if you
Can
want.
we clear out this mist ahead of us with our wings?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, your wings are about to fade here in a second, so
1 second.
I mean,
great.
you can get a couple good flaps
Poker
in.
with us.
But
For
yeah,
backup character, I have to die
Oh,
first.
you're right. 1 minute, not 1 hour. Oops.
yeah.
Take me.
Look at the flowers. Look at the flowers. Oh man, that's a deep cut.
Okay. So you guys are you guys moving forward?
Moving.
Yes.
All right. So you guys move forward. Stealth for whoever would like to do that.
Yeah. Whoever doesn't want to do that.
Oh, man. Screw you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Am I rolling great
plus
today?
10.
No, so I rolled like 3 13s today. That's
Are we still
honestly
past that at tracing?
Dang it.
That's not bad.
Are we still passing tracelessly?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, it's 26 again because I rolled that for the other stuff.
All right. So what we got?
25.
25,
26.
26,
21.
21,
13.
13,
34.
34,
13.
13. All right. You guys begin to move pretty straightforwardly. As you guys dip down, you notice that the gas, as you go down, begins to rise up and begins to kind of like hang near the ceiling. As you guys now go from the sinkhole down into what looks to be a room about 30. You see the area that you were in looks to be a part of the room that is now fully collapsed behind you.
Does it help if we put cloth over our faces?
It might.
I mean, I'd try it.
Yeah, you can put a cloth over your face. I mean, it seems to kind of help take some of the acidity off, but you can
That'll
still
work.
you can definitely smell it.
Lucius laments his old life when he didn't need to breathe.
Yeah, actually, to that point, Fulgrim, you are not None of this affects you. You don't smell anything because you don't have to breathe.
He does it just to make feel included.
I mean, he could, if he wants to, but his form does not
know he's there.
His form does not take care, so he's not.
He just kind of is just like, I smell that.
Totally.
I smell that too, Locke. I smell that too.
Make a deception check.
Yeah, make a deception check.
Damn it. Never mind.
As you step down into this chamber, you still have how long does daylight last?
I think it's an hour.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you got it.
Depends on where we're at in the country.
You can see now that there is a large kind of chamber or not a large, a decent sized chamber that you're now stepping into with this same kind of stone design. You can see now that there is a chamber running east to west. I'm going to be reading now, so my cadence will change. I apologize. In the center is a dome shape on the floor. In the east wall, there is a blank-faced stone door. And the west is obviously now got all the stones and stuff that have now fallen into it and kind of started to fill that space. So, and then the two sides of the area appear to have several alcoves kind of set into them. Just kind of slight alcoves set in. So you've got it running. You've got it running. So you've got a dome in the middle, some alcoves on the sides, and a stone door on the far end.
Sounds like a sorry board. Does it look like we can push the thing down?
No, the shape in the center appears to be a small alcove protected by a half dome, with the open face of it facing the door on the east wall. This alcove is set with a recessed tiled well, with is 1 foot deep and 10 foot wide. The alcove itself is 4 feet high, and the recess contains some sort of a display. So it's some sort of round, kind of almost like
one of those grottos with the Virgin Mary in it.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I got there eventually.
The display, and so if you want to get close, you can see what it is. It appears to be some sort of a diorama set into this little alcove. And it appears to be depicting creatures, humanoid in shape, wearing what looks to be large, kind of bulky, spiked armor, holding various weapons, warriors of some kind. Their long hair kind of tied back in what looks to be like battle braids. Pointed ears and angular figures give them the depiction of what would appear to be an elf.
It's wizard's chess, Harry.
In their garments, on a mountainside, it is a mountainside scene, and it looks to be like a hunting party of some kind, because it looks like they've killed several animals in this diorama. Looks to be like a deer. Another one, one group looks to have like a deer that they brought down. Another one looks to be like they're hunting some sort of an elk type thing or another deer-like thing. And the third group seems to have cornered some sort of a cat-like creature with their spears. So that's the diorama right in front of you. And then there's the three alcoves on either side. They're 5 feet wide and about 3 feet... 5 feet wide and about 3 feet in, and there are little little daises, little like pillars that are set into them, so with stuff on top of them. They each contain some sort of a diorama depicting some sort of aspect of life, so almost like daily life for these elven creatures of some kind. The 6-inch tall figures in the displays all appear to be made of some sort of like stone, kind of like stucco, so like a kind of like made and then like molded, almost clay-like. So molded, obviously not like etched out of stone, but like molded into the shapes. Realistically done and beautifully painted. The scenes portray things like fishing, farming, warfare, religion, creation, crafting, all of these different things. And then obviously the stones have completely blocked what was ever on the west side of this room, and has definitely blocked off whatever was back there. The room seems to have continued past all this, but this is all you see in front of you.
I'm scared as shit.
So you've got the large diorama in the center, and then smaller kind of like figurines on the sides, all depicting like aspects of life. So like a little 6-inch figure of a warrior, another one of holding maybe like a scythe and some grain, another one holding a fish and a fishing rod, different types of things. All of them designed in the same style as the hunting party you see in the main diorama. All elven features and traits, all of them wearing the spiked armor. Somebody make a investigation check for me as you're checking these.
I'm gonna.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, damn it.
24.
24. The armor that they wear on all of the dioramas and the little figurines is scaled armor. There are spikes protruding from it in elegant designs, but the inlay of all the armors is scaled.
Like dragon scale?
I would love a set of armor like that.
Hey, mate. You've kind of already got
Hey,
one.
do you think this is like a museum? And maybe we can find an actual example of that kind of
I assume that we all like filtered into the
But you
room.
kind of already scale armor.
It's like a natural
I assume we all filtered into the room, right?
No,
We don't
I
have
know,
any
but not
problem walking around here.
Proper dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, too.
I will filter in.
Can I can Lucius? I want to expand the use of the wand of secrets. So
Okay.
it's within a 30-foot radius, I think.
Sure.
See if there's any traps or secret doors.
All right. So using it within 30 feet of you, no traps, no secret doors.
Sweet guys, we can do some puzzle solving.
We can walk 30 feet in.
Well, I walked in, and then did it.
Oh, so we
Oh,
got
you tell me when I've gone past the area of safety.
Okay.
toss me that one.
Am I there now?
I don't know.
Can I keep going?
Yeah, send it.
I keep going. Am I there now?
Yes.
All right, stop.
Okay. So you have a door in front of you. You guys can
Yes.
go look at, or you can further investigate these little dioramas if you so choose.
I just want to. Is the door locked?
You want to go towards it?
Are there any?
Sorry.
I want to take a real good look at these scenes with animals in them.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Make an investigation
He
check.
just dropped a natural 20 like it was nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty gangster.
That's pretty awesome.
It was.
Is it nat 20?
-1.
It's a nat 20.
Yeah, I know. The only time that -1 has no.
As you are looking around, you look at one of the dioramas and you can see it appears to be a bunch of these elven figures all dressed in what looks to be like robes of elegant design, and they all seem to be kneeling and kind of holding their hands up, pointing up to something. And you can see what they're pointing up to is at the top of a golden triangle. It's kind of this one's a little 3D, but most of the background is 2D. But you can see a golden triangle, and setting on top of the golden triangle is a massive green dragon.
Massive green.
Oh. Hey, guys, check out the dragon. I think they're worshipping it. Do you think this is figurative or literal?
Maybe
I mean,
literal
we're in a
if they're-
pyramid. I feel like it could be, to your point, Kenneth, it could be pretty literal.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
Judging by the size
Ooh.
of this area, too, I feel like we've definitely
Hey,
got a big enough area
can
that this
I-
thing might want to live in.
Yeah.
Zeph.
Right, does the... Yes.
Something else you noticed as you were looking at these that you now realize, now that you think about it, there was one next to you as you're looking at this one. There's one next to you now that everyone's looking at this one that you had noticed before but didn't really think about, but now you go back and look at it. It appears to be two figures standing, looks to be like at sentinel, like standing at attention, in front of some sort of a building.
Oh shit, it's you. It's the
Can we
doorkeepers.
look at it a little closer?
That's us. We're the gatekeepers.
It's two lizard-looking
I was
figures
joking, bro.
standing in front of a simple wooden door.
God, it's
Do
been
we
full time.
recognize this scene? Is it strike any familiar chords?
Yes, it does.
So yeah, you
Oh, man, look at... Could that be us?
I'm on the other side. What'd you say?
Come here.
Okay. Did you say what, mate?
Check it out. All
Okay.
these elves worshipping this dragon, and then look over here. It's got two... What are they?
The lizard folk?
draconians
Okay.
guarding a door.
Green dragon.
Alright, that's kind of like what we did.
Are there any more? Let me look. Are there any more of these? Is it like...
All the other ones seem to be depictions of different things, all elven. The only one that is not elven is this one.
Okay. Remember when I told Thorgrim that when he was listening to his heart song, if he felt or heard or smelled or saw anything, he could explain it away as coincidence or something like that?
Yes, implies here.
Right. We could choose to believe that this is confirmation of a purpose.
Possibly. I'll look at it. What color are these two draconians?
I believe one is green
Okay.
and the other is red. Copper.
No, yeah, see this, mate. This is a burgundy, and you're very copper.
No, look, I'm sure a copper paint was really hard to come by. Look, just go with it. Like I said, you can pick it apart and explain it away if you want to, or...
And olive green? Olive green? Yeah. I do.
That's what you look like.
No, is it really?
Nah,
Okay.
that's close.
One of us is colorblind. I can't remember which
I
one.
can't remember which one I
I'm gonna leave that there.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just arguing over this painting. That is definitely us, but it's also for sure not us.
So,
Anyone else doing anything while they're having that conversation? Yes.
So there was a door. The door's locked.
There is a door.
Can I expend primeval awareness for a mile around me to see if I sense any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within a mile?
Crap!
The hidden dragon
whale.
underneath the freaking.
Crap! He's like, how big did I make this city? How big did I make this city?
Please, be
You-
more than a mile.
Sense.
The future?
This is my favorite terrain.
You sense aberration.
What is your favorite terrain?
Aberration.
No
You
breathing.
sense undead.
Oh, jeez. That's
Okay.
Thorgrim.
That's so bad.
You don't have to act like I smell weird or something.
You sense dragon.
And dragon? Oh, dragon's us. That's us. Congratulations, you found your party.
But here's the thing. I feel like is it big?
Yeah, is it like...
BDE? Is it big
Dragon
dragon?
energy is a big. Yeah, it's a big.
Big
dragon.
Is it
dead
like when she
energy?
met what's
Here's
his
the
name?
thing.
Or
She's
is it
been-
like...
Yeah, is it like
Kenneth has
GOD?
been around us long enough to know, I would assume, to be able to differentiate whether it's us giving this energy off or something different.
Does it taste
Sure.
like Jagadi, or does it taste like
What does Jagadi taste like?
God don't.
tea and honey?
Oh. That does make sense.
That does make
So
sense.
it's
Yeah.
like Korean beef.
You
or
guys
something, to your
are
point.
like that one's like gunpowdery, like kind of
Sulfuric.
yeah, like peppery and
Fear-
gunpowdery. And you're like a meadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With cotton candy in it.
You
Metal
are Bath
candy
and
in
Body
it?
Works.
Yes.
Or lush.
Your champagne
Lush.
toast. Your champagne
lush?
toast is what you are.
TBD is
Champagne
like a
toast.
summer day. There you go.
I think
What
So wait, what
This
is
is
Bliss
TBD's
flavor
like the
for?
ball pit in Chuck E. Cheese.
Tank like citric acid.
Nice.
No, that's definitely our Amir.
Citrus.
It's like someone's definitely bled in here. Smells a little bit artificial, a little
Saliva.
sulfuric.
Yeah.
Yep, Armor smells like a
Calvin,
Chuck
are
E.
you still
Cheese
figuring
ball
out how to respond to the primeval?
Like a loose
Yeah.
electrical wire
Okay.
over there in that corner.
I'm going to say.
If you want me to roll, I mean.
I'm going to say no, because you cast a spell. I'm not going to make you roll after you cast a spell. I'm going to say no. You do not feel big dragon vibes. However,
BDE.
because
Not BD.
because of the vagueness of primeval awareness, I cannot tell you specifically what it is you're sensing. This undead dragon aberration stuff could be the people right next to you, or it could be something in in down here you don't know.
That's fair.
I
Valid.
mean, you'd be sensing celestial if you're around me.
I'd be sensing.
We smell too strongly for
Literally has a feature called favored by the gods.
The door.
Yes, the door.
The door is carved with a sun symbol and appears to open into the room. It is closed right now. There are hinges on this side and scratches on the floor. There are no visible locks or handles on it, although there is a slight gap that stretches across the top of the door. 8 holes seem to have been bored into the door. They're about an inch in diameter, but nothing can be seen in them. The door seems to be fairly thick, and the top of the door, the top area is arched, so there's like a door frame, I guess, with a large keystone in the middle of it.
Keystone? Like, what does that mean?
Keystone.
So a keystone basically is a yes. So basically, the stone was built up, and then it comes to a point arched at the top, and a keystone is a kind of an angular stone that sets and locks all that into place.
So we need something to like release a keystone.
It's
That'll
a turn.
bring the wall down.
That would bring the whole wall down.
What if it's load bearing?
Yes,
see.
keystones are load bearing, but it is in the center of the 2 doors. But the doors seem to open in, so any handles or anything
On the
like that
other
would
side.
probably be on the other side. So, but that is the door you see in front of you.
Can Lucius say fear is the mind killer and put his finger through one of the holes?
You go about.
I'm kidding. Lucius does not do that.
You go about 1.5 inches in, and
Cannon.
Damn
hit stone.
For all 8 of them? I'm kidding.
All of them.
I wonder if these
All 8
holes,
at once.
I wonder if these holes are like
Oh, I have enough fingers for that.
A way to put a handle in the door and then you can pull it out.
Maybe.
You get like
That actually makes a lot of sense, bud.
So wait, did you guys tell us
Thanks.
about the mural thing?
oh yeah.
You did?
Yeah, we
It's
tried to...
obvious, right? You guys see it, right? That's Emeraldi, the giant dragon. I said too much.
Holy shit, I didn't even think about that part.
What?
It's a theory.
It sounds like you've already worked it out.
No, but this is definitely us.
That's definitely you guys for sure.
Yeah, you know
This is
that
how
part.
we were when we all met.
You guys are guarding the door!
Yeah.
That's your thing!
I mean, we were kind of eating rats too, but I don't see
For the
that.
days, though, am I right?
I mean, things
That's
are so much
nostalgia.
simpler.
It is more fun this way, though.
Can be.
I was just exploring, dude. Now
Let's look around for something that looks like it might go in this door. Could we look in the...
Hey, what if you guys, one of you stand right there? You stand right there
Shit.
and just like hold there for a
No! Yeah.
And Pothole's fingies are just large enough to fit in there.
second. Go
Someone grabs
gadget
Pothole.
No, Tabidi, like you said, and you are our son, so you have to go up and stick a finger in each one of the holes.
Tabidi was actually only born with
The
7
sun on
fingers.
the door.
The sun
That's so
symbol.
tragic.
Yeah, how many holes are there?
8.
Shut up, Will.
Am I the only one in this party that doesn't
Chloe
just see a
got-
hole and want to
just
stick
gonna
my
say-
finger in it?
Yes, you are.
I'm pretty sure someone already did
No,
that.
I'm
Wait,
right there with you.
There are 6 of us, so how many fingers does that make? 8?
At least 48.
Which
yeah.
diorama was them depicted on?
Would be the one, the third one on the. It's going to be the south wall.
Did we look
The
at all of them
one
already?
facing towards the bunch of stones that's blocking shit.
No, the alcoves are facing, are lining the side. So I'm standing. If I'm standing in the room right now, the alcoves are on either side. The door's in front of me.
Okay.
The rubble is behind me, and the large one is in the middle of the room. So theirs is going to be on this wall over here,
Okay.
about the third one down.
Sweet.
What did the other ones show?
All kinds of stuff. You can look at each one individually. Like I said, they all kind of give different depictions, but it is up to you if you want to truly take time to look at them. And then I have descriptions for all of them if you
I
like
am
it.
curious if the other ones depict the rest of our party.
None of them did. All of them depict these elven creatures. None of them. The only one that is different is based on his nat 20. The only one that is different is that one there.
Wow.
The rest of them are all these elven
The
creatures.
fallen father is your fallen father, dude.
Your dad is the future.
That's a lot to unpack right there. Maybe.
It's a little bit.
Wait, so did he plan, or did some Oracle come down here and write you guys putting down driving a freaking door?
I mean, I don't think we have the answer to that
It
question.
could be
No,
some
I'm saying
kind
out
of
loud. That's
extra-dimensional time magic or something seen into the future. Or I have been told that,
Or-
history is cyclical.
Maybe these are. Maybe. I don't know if I want to say that.
Say it.
the first.
Copies of copies.
Don't
Copies.
Don't say that they're clones. Not cool.
They could be.
We could be not. No, we've got heart songs, mate. Clones don't have heart songs.
Every heart.
Has a heart
Wait.
song.
No, not official
Do we
ones.
know clones don't have heart songs?
Yeah, for sure. Remember
Well,
we ran
they've
into that
tested
one?
that.
Yeah. You remember we ran into the little GIF?
Wait. Yes,
And is it?
yes, and
BTD.
and BTD and Aelfbire.
yes, and.
Stop! I don't want to do this anymore. And Rhesus.
Tell me more about it.
Wait, is Reese's mine?
No, it's Cirrus.
Oh, thank God. I was confused. I was like, Lucius? You gotta get
Suslius?
Suslius?
Suslius Malfoy?
Okay, so yeah.
I don't know. Have a crisis on your own time, I suppose, but we should probably.
That's not very supportive, but I get it.
Have a crisis on your own time. We're trying to get out of this room.
Well, let's think about it. You mentioned
You're
us
on a
standing
wall.
next to a door.
How are you gonna react?
I'm not on a wall.
Have we examined
more
closely the
The rest of them, no, we haven't.
the one?
You said there's a gap in the door on the top of it.
There's a slight gap.
Can I look through it? Mm-hmm. I cast Misty Step.
Okay.
Nice. Someone didn't learn from the Christmas 2 shot.
I don't know if it's big enough for you to see anything, though.
If I, it's up to you, man.
There's no light on the other side, so it would be dark.
I cast light on a piece of rubble and I throw it through the.
It's a slight gap. Like, a slight gap.
Do you have a credit card?
I have a credit card. I cast light on a credit card.
Do you have a library
Oh,
card?
easy enough.
Cast light on the
I
library.
cast dark
Yeah.
vision on him.
No, I have dark vision.
He has dark vision.
Then double dark vision.
So I can't like at the angle I can't see like
No.
the floor or something
No,
to cover through.
No, it's flush. There's a little bit of a thin kind of like gap, which would obviously let air. Like, it's not sealed.
Yeah.
There's just a little bit of a thin on the across the top.
Damn, I was gonna circumvent this entire puzzle, guys.
Would have been.
What's crazy is that it's not a puzzle.
We
It's just-
established that it is locked, yeah?
there are no handles on this side.
Can I push?
Every door's a
can
puzzle,
push.
guys.
Does it go?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Try pulling it.
We
How do
can't.
you-
There's no handles.
You get your fingers an inch deep, and Alex Honnold.
Can we
that
look
thing.
around for things that would go into these slots?
Make an investigation check.
What?
Nice.
How many statues are there?
Oh.
Many, they're dioramas, so there's little
Sloths.
statues in all.
I did not
I'm
hear
looking
that.
around.
Some
I rolled a 7.
nothing.
He's been looking
um,
around.
Hey guys,
these
look around for
towns.
some. You heard my first idea. Stop joking around. Look around for something that goes in these holes.
Yes, sir.
13.
Holes.
Wait too long.
Nothing.
I'm not wasting my time. This.
What
Ooh.
roll is it? Investigate.
Investigation.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
21.
You do the thing.
21.
Thank you.
I just like
I
the
can
first thing. I already rolled a 15.
That was a lot of dice.
There is nothing in here that would give an indication of that would look like it would fit into these holes.
Yeah.
With a 21 on your perception check, you
Investigate.
on your investigation check, you begin to. You're at this point. You guys have been down here for like a half hour at this point. You're beginning to like actually take some of the like the figures, readings, and the dioramas, like pick them up and put them down, and like try to like figure out what to do. And you pick up one, and it rattles.
TBD. Stop making that racket. We're trying to work here.
Yeah, I mean, I've had enough.
This is.
Slap it out of his hand. I said.
It shatters.
Whatever.
I will figure
why?
out whether this is mechanical or magical.
There is a copper key on the floor.
There's a copper key on the floor.
Hey, look what you
I
found.
could, if it is magical, I could just
You're so smart.
dispel magic.
I don't think
I
don't
reckon I
think
did
it
not
is.
slap it out of his hand. I went to say, "Oh, hey, what is that?" and I dropped it.
That would be a bad dad move.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I broke your toy, TBD. Oh, look. You found a key.
Yep.
Where'd he go to, Beatty?
Are there other keyholes or just the one?
There are no keyholes. There's just the
There's
inch,
holes.
the inch size holes,
Oh.
and a key.
Do these keys have like teeth at the end of it?
Yes.
Like okay. And
Everybody break the figures?
Smash!
It's a smash room. It's a smash room.
It's a rage room. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's the smash room.
Everyone's a rage room waiting to
way
happen, to be
different.
fair.
I mean, you could just shake them. Evidently, the key. Well, I don't know.
The smashing is fun!
Maybe that was just a loose key.
Could be.
Maybe some of
You have to
them
knock
are
it
stuck.
loose
You
with
guys are
violence.
breaking the dioramas?
TBD starts
Heck yeah.
breaking more.
I'm gonna go stand by the ones with the dragon.
Hey, you guys know this is like ancient history that would kind of just.
Mending.
Well, there won't be any more history if you don't get this
Afterwards,
done.
I just go off and mend each one.
Yeah, because mending fixes these shattered.
It's just super smudged now.
Mending hasn't fixed anything all game.
I mean, hey,
just
how about
started
this?
using it.
How about this? You've got all these dioramas. You've got all these dioramas, right? He shook it a little bit and heard a noise.
Yeah.
Maybe we shake it first. If we don't hear a noise, we don't break it.
I was always told shake it, don't break it.
What's wrong with breaking
That's what I'm
stuff?
saying. If there's clearly something in it, then do what we've got to do.
Wait, can you
But I'm
misty
just
step
saying,
them out of there?
if there's nothing rattling around in there, maybe we don't break it.
Who restored?
That's a good idea.
If you break it in half, I can mend it. Just in
I'm
half.
pretty sure I can't control how many pieces this thing's gonna break in.
Yes, you can, mate. You just do it like this, and I judo chop one.
Whoa! How cool is Judah Chop?
And that's what happens when you do the chop.
7.
Shatters.
I just get the pieces together and give it to Zeph. Like, there wasn't a key on this one, but
So, wait, what's wrong with the smashing stuff?
Because we don't necessarily. I mean, good grief, why is a dwarf trying to explain to you it's not great to smash everything?
It was at this
Especially in
moment
a
that the
religious
players
side.
noticed that their DM had fully disassociated.
I'm just
I'm
saying,
I've been backed up for 5 minutes.
if
I'm like, I'm very cool.
it made a noise when he shook it, that means there was something in it.
No, that makes sense.
So if you shake the other things and there's not a noise coming from it,
That means it's
there's a
tightly
good chance
packed.
there's.
That means it's tightly packed.
Wait, no, that argument totally makes sense. I mean, it's not even an argument, but like, I just want to smash stuff.
I don't even know what the key's for.
Why are we going around smashing history? And you're the one that brought it up. Why are you agreeing with it?
No, okay.
I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate right now.
I mean, like, okay, I'll stop if that offends people.
You guys are arguing, and me and Pothole are like
smashing shit.
away.
Is there rupees anywhere?
there are no rupees.
Damn it!
You break most of the dioramas. There are no other keys.
Are there any?
But we
And now
did
you've
find
described part of history.
we did find the Goron's emerald, Goron's ruby. So maybe back it up a little bit.
Yeah, you
buddy.
did find
He said
that.
there's a bunch of rubble right at the other end of the room, right?
Where you all came from, yes.
Oh, that we all came from. Sorry.
Oh, it's like where people smashed all the other dioramas and found the other.
Well, no, I was thinking if we're gonna look under the rubble to find something.
No, it's all recent.
All I can say is if I walk into any of these places and I see a bunch of dwarven stuff and y'all start breaking stuff, you're meeting my hammer.
Okay, cool. We know not to smash dwarven stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. That just seemed like a hollow threat.
Oh, don't be an ass.
Hold on.
That's valid, yeah.
What can I change into that can
Is
dig?
there statues within these outfits, right?
Shrew.
There's little figurines. Most of them are broken now.
They broke the figurines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
was
we're
what.
breaking?
So they're little dioramas with little figurines in them.
Damn, I see.
Can I take that key and try to put it in those holes?
It doesn't fit any of them.
Start waving it around a bunch of holes.
Can I look on the inside of the alcoves, like feel like within them to see if
Make
it's
an
like,
investigation check.
for sure. Natural 20.
Nothing in the alcoves.
Damn.
However, yes.
What? No, you. However, unless I want to,
Drew's gonna turn into a ferret.
I want to turn into a
Bug.
rat
And a shrew is a
get
bad
through the
idea.
collapsed wall.
Cockroaches can
Drew
be
has a
even
shrew.
smaller.
It's behind you. This way you came.
Yeah. Can we go do that? I mean, it's still in the same room, right?
Yeah. It just leads back to the sinkhole that you guys fell through.
No, the collapsed wall. I thought there was a whole section of
Yeah,
the
it's
thing that.
it literally you guys fell and collapsed the back half of the room.
It was a nice room before we came in.
Maybe we crushed.
But is there nothing back there?
Just the slope going up to the sinkhole.
There's nothing behind the rubble?
It's all covered in rubble. I mean, you could try to dig it out. It's going to take a while because it's large slabs
So you're
of stone.
saying don't waste your time turning into a rat?
Probably not.
In there? Okay, thank you.
With a natural 20 on your investigation, you do realize that most of the stone here is, while not perfectly cut, is smooth for the most part. Most of the stone is like a sandstone kind of texture, and it is pretty flat on most of everything. There is only one stone that protrudes out of the wall that you can see. It's the keystone above the doors.
I touch it. See if...
It shifts. Moves up a little bit.
Guys, this moves.
Up more. Try it again.
I'm pretty tall. Wait, I can just...
Yeah. You
Person's
push
not
it,
used to this,
you
okay?
push it up even more. It clears the gap by a little bit more, and
Yeah.
you can see about 2 inches in,
Yeah.
there's a hole.
TBD, come over here. Teamwork.
I toss it to you.
Bing!
Okay.
Falls in the sewer grate.
And that's the end of the
Now we turn into a rat.
Okay, so
And
you
find 4
enter the
turtles
cave.
down there.
Nope, just eat a slice of pizza.
The doors pop in a little bit.
Push.
They lock again.
Damn you! Come on, doors.
They pop towards you.
Oh, door. Lucius is like, push. Wait, pull doors? What are these?
What the?
Oh, okay. Then I go the opposite.
Using it's not hard. You'll have to have some hands to help you, but using the
I
combined
have
strength of
7
a couple,
strength. I can't do this
each stick a
myself.
finger in the
using the
holes and,
combined
like,
strength
roll it
of
out.
people, you're able to
Tensile
grab the
strength.
edges of the doors and pull them open. They open.
Like
They are
crates.
they're very
goodness
thick
I
and
practice rock
they are
climbing.
heavy. And they are thick, but they swing out fairly easily. The hinges on the inside help swing them out fairly easily. But you can see now that there is a stone corridor stretching out before you, carved to look like it's carved in a way that the walls are covered in different runic symbols and 2D pictures of various things. And it stretches out the entirety of the stone wall in front of you. It goes on for a bit before kind of kicking off to the left of you guys and going left. But it is a stone corridor. The ceiling is about 20 feet high with kind of a little bit of an arch. All of this, again, is kind of that brownish, kind of yellow sandstone color in design. And obviously your light is still going for a little bit longer. The whole area that as you guys have been here, is still kind of that thin layer of amber gas kind of hangs above everything.
Yeah.
Because everything's about 20 feet up, it hangs up above you guys now, but you can still definitely smell whatever it is.
So we're not actually in the gas?
You are not in the gas, but it does obscure, like I said, the light hitting it makes kind of a weird kind of obscurity to everything. So it's not great lighting in here. It's almost like if you hid your light under like your hand or like behind some sort of a filter.
Yeah.
Because it bounces off of it weird, but it is definitely kind of hanging above your heads.
Does anyone else wonder if that gas is flammable?
Oh, I don't know if
not
we should try
yet.
that out.
I'd rather not do that until we don't
I think if we did that, we'd
No, I
die.
was just wondering if anyone else wondered.
Oh,
for sure.
now I'm wondering.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys can move that direction if you want to keep
I'm
moving
curious,
down
are
that
these
way.
runes like draconic runes or like specific runes that we've seen before? Or
It looks familiar. You don't know what it says.
all right, cool. Lucius is just gonna, as we're walking down the corridor, he's gonna just have his hand trailing against it, just in case he hits something or whatever.
Easy enough to do. All right, so you guys head down about 20 feet or so before the like I said, the corridor kicks to the left and now stretches out in front of you. And what you can see here is
Wish I had eyes for ring.
That'd be handy.
Yeah.
the corridor leads out in front of you for about 20 feet or so before sloping down slightly, leading to bronze double doors in front of you guys. These doors look to have been hammered to resemble some sort of a like vegetation, like growth, almost like grass or like wavy kind of like plant life growing inset into the bronze doors. But those are what lie in front of you. Like I said, it comes out about 20 feet and then kind of slopes down, not steps, but just kind of gradually slopes.
I assume I'll go up to it.
You're gonna head towards the doors.
Check it for traps, mate.
Oh, you want me to check for traps? Okay, I go check for traps.
Make an investigation check.
No, I just do the one thing.
Okay. How many?
Does that
You
have
I get
said
3
Okay.
charges.
You
So
have
we have
3
2
charges?
left.
Or is it like forever?
It's 3 charges a day.
Okay.
Oh,
So I
okay.
can only.
So use the second charge
You
to
want me-
activate
yeah, I use it, yeah.
the
Why
wand of
not?
secrets.
Yeah.
So basically, as you cast the wand, basically there's like a little bit of like a light that flashes from it and kind of like almost flash paper esque kind of off into the
Yeah.
air as you cast it. And you've never seen it do anything. You've cast it, and it's kind of like
Yeah, it does stuff.
sputtered and done nothing. You cast it as you're walking down, and at this point, you watch as it kind of, and then immediately on one side of the wall or on the floor in front of you, a flame ignites and like stays hovering above the floor for a second before disappearing.
Obviously everyone sees this. Tell everyone to stay back.
Yep.
All right. So there's something there. I don't know if it's a trap or might be a secret door. I don't know.
Does it tell you what it is?
Let me see. The one pulses and points. Okay, let me see. While holding it, you can use action if it's a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of war. The one pulses and points to the one nearest to you.
Okay.
So it doesn't tell.
So it doesn't tell you what it
just
is. Yeah.
pulses.
All right, that's what I need to know. Well, this one flashes, but yeah,
Flashes,
it
yeah,
basically
flashes, yeah.
emanates that there's something there.
Okay. I mean, we can step around it, right?
It is the floor is like large slabs that kind of stretch out. This looks to be one solid piece that is about probably like a 10 by 10 slab.
Right in front of the door.
Down the hall, it's the slope. It's the beginning of the slope down in front of you guys. So you've walked about 20 feet or so, and it's beginning to slope. And right before it starts to gradually decline, there's that large kind of 10 by 10 stone set into the ground.
Should we try to...
I think we can just go over it, right?
We could go over it. We could try to kick something towards it and set it off, but I don't
Ooh,
know
I'm
if
good
that's-
setting it off.
I don't know if that's our best course of action. Maybe it's best just to
I mean,
avoid it. I mean,
you
I can
can-
hover anybody on the broom over.
Anybody who's decently good at, looking at stuff could probably try to see if it's got
actually
a trap or anything to indicate what it could be.
Sure thing.
That would be an investigation check of some
I
kind.
would
using-
argue it's a survival check.
you could argue it's a survival check for sure.
Since it's made of stone,
I want to survive.
could I?
You could add your proficiency
potentially-
to a survival check if you wanted.
23.
23. Upon closer inspection, it looks to be that this stone is kind of set slightly above the stones around it. And as you kind of like look at it and kind of get a sense for it, you do apply a little bit of pressure on it, and you feel it sinks a little bit, and you hear a soft click. And you raise, and it unclicks.
Okay.
You get the sense that this is some sort of a pressure plate. You don't know how much weight is required to activate it, but it is definitely a weight kind of set thing. You could disarm it, but that would require a pretty... You would need some thieves' tools if anybody has them, and it would require a dexterity check to disarm.
Does your multi-tool turn into other tools?
Yes.
Do you want to try that?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to make a dexterity check? Using your proficiency as well.
Okay,
'Cause you-
18.
I assume you have proficiency in thieves' tools.
Indicted.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
And you're guided too, yeah. D4 time. Pyramid time.
22.
22, easy enough. Yeah, you're able to kind of basically work it to where you can set one of the stones kind of askew a little bit, and so when you push down, it clicks once, but it doesn't go any further.
Sweet.
So you have successfully disarmed it.
We're venturing.
Right on.
Well, we don't
Adventures
have
and
too many more of the Wands of Secrets, do we?
I have Uno Mas.
All right, we should...
That's Elvish.
Is it?
No.
Because, I know Elvish, so I was about to...
You're like, what?
You guys reach the the brass doors. They are unlocked. If you would like to open them, you're more than welcome to.
Yes.
Okay. You open the doors, and there is a room set before you. And what you see in that room, you will find out next time. As we are going to go ahead and end tonight with you guys now stepping in to the ruins of the Fallen Fathers and what secrets you will find in there. Woohoo! We're ready for a dungeon crawl, y'all. Get ready for this.
crawling.
We're going to be crawling. It's going to be great. But good job, guys, so far. A little bit of a hiccup there in the diorama room, but we're getting there.
Dungeon crawler.
Every door is a puzzle.
But until then, thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you all next time on the Wild Magic School Bus. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks for listening to the Wild Magic School Bus. I hope you had as much fun listening as we do making this for you. You can catch new episodes each Monday on whatever podcast platform you use, and while you're there, leave us a review if you want. It actually helps us out a lot. We've got the socials too. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wild Magic Pod or on Reddit at r/WildMagicSchoolBus. Either way, stop by and say hello. We're always happy to meet new friends, and you may even get a shout out on the pod. See you next time. Looking for like a one platinum?
What'll happen is like much like in Mario or Sonic, there's a little like ding whenever you say anything that is D&D related.
Oh.
So make sure that all of your phrases and words are ambiguous.
Dungeons and Dragons.
No, it's too close.
I would like
Like,
to state that the way we play D&D is barely recognizable to actual D&D.
That's very true.
So we're good,
Are we
boys.
not technically a Dungeons and Dragons podcast?
Can't say that word. Can't say that word.
Wyverns.
Can't say that word.
Caverns and wyverns.
What's that?
Caverns and wyverns.
Caverns and wyverns is pretty good.
That's
But yeah, so just make sure you don't. So you know you can't say dwarves. You gotta say midgets.
Oh no!
We're not culturally relevant again. Damn it!
Do what Borderlands did and rename the Tinks?
Not elves.
They're called Tinks.
Rich,
Sounds like a
pretty white
slur.
people.
Yeah, it's not elves. Which
They're not called elves. They're called Trump supporters.
Yeah, right, fuck.
they're not elves. They're liberals.
They're not elves, they're liberals. They hug trees and do drugs.
Educated liberals.
They're not
Educated.
gnomes.
They're
not going
Liberal
there.
arts majors.
Tall whites.
You can't cast a spell, but you can create
A magic.
a abracadabra because you can't say magic. Can't say magic.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, do they own magic?
They don't own
Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering.
Fuck.
Magic the Gathering.
We'll tie it in.
Aaron Rodgers said that words are spelled because words cast spells. So that's canonical outside of D&D.
Okay.
We're safe with spells.
Okay, so we can say spell. That's
We should
fine.
probably.
That's fine.
We're gonna be on the right track. There's not time for it.
What do we do for potions?
Elixirs.
Elixirs are
drinkable.
awesome.
No,
Elixirs.
draughts. That's a good one because I think they have elixirs
Elden
in.
Ring.
I'm gonna pronounce it
Okay.
drafts.
Drafts.
Drafts work?
Big gulps.
I'd say at that point, maybe let's see if we can
Yeah.
get a sponsorship, and let's say instead
probably
of
have
that, we'll
better-
just say you're throwing Dr. Peppers at people.
Yes, let's get sponsored Pepsi. Let's make it happen.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
No elixirs,
My-
just Pepsi. We're just chucking Pepsi.
Potion of minor
A
healing.
healing Pepsi.
That's a tall.
A tall.
Potion of healing. That's a grande. Potion of greater restoration. That's a venti.
Starbucks.
No, Starbucks comes after us for that one.
No. They
That's what I'm
pay us.
saying. They pay us to do it. They pay us to do
Yeah,
it.
we're looking for
In what?
sponsorships
Starbucks
now.
gift cards?
I'm cool with that.
Really want to be
You-
paid.
You
to
hate
play
coffee.
D&D.
Yeah, but I can sell it.
So we really want to be paid to play D&D.
As long as we
That'll be the
don't
perfect
ever
world.
think that we're
Wouldn't it?
beholden to anyone to produce the
100%.
content.
Okay, yeah, as we intro, go ahead and say your dream sponsor of this podcast.
All right.